What is going on? Pace Fall 2024. We are back with more Super Mario Galaxy action. This time we're playing Super Mario Galaxy 2, but by HexSpeedruns once again. I'm also commentating once again. My name is Odme. We did Super Mario Galaxy 1 at Pace Summer this year. That was 120 star. We're not doing this at 1 in the morning this time. I'm gonna be way less tired than I was last time. And today we got green stars, which is about half the length of the first 120 run. And yeah, we're playing Galaxy 2. I love this game. Hex loves this game.
I love this game too.
Yeah, and we'll just turn it over to Hex and we'll get started on the run.
Oh, what's up, guys? Hello. Welcome to Galaxy 2 Green Stars. I'm ready when Tech is ready, and let's get this show on the road. As Odme likes to say, let's blow this popsicle stand.
Oh my God, I've been saying that all week.
All right. I'm ready. I can give a countdown whenever. Okay. 3, 2, 1, go. All right. Here we go. So this is Super Mario Galaxy 2. This game is actually a fair bit different than its predecessor. The speedrun, while the games may look the same, the speedrun is pretty different. Also, you'll notice I am using 2P. That is the same thing from Galaxy 1. At least not the same mechanics, but 2P is very popular. And most Galaxy and Galaxy 2 speedruns you see now will have 2P. You'll see how that's used throughout the run. And yeah, so basically what this run is all about is you see these green comets have spawned. And basically this is meant to be kind of like the late game part of like Mario Galaxy 2. And the speedrun is we are going to be collecting all 120 green stars. We're going to be visiting every level. Some have 2 and some have 3. And by the end, we'll have 240. We do have a donation goal going, and if we reach it, we will be doing the perfect run. If you've ever played this game, you know what the perfect run is, and I will be aiming to do it first try if we reach that donation goal.
Yeah, the perfect run is always a fun incentive to see because it's known as like the hardest level in the game, but speedrunners have just kind of had it down to a science for years at this point, so it's pretty easy to just nail first try. But we gotta get through the green stars first, starting off in Sky Station Galaxy. Very basic first level. We will not be playing through most of these levels all the way. There are some green stars that do require you to get through like the whole level, but for this first one coming up here, the green stars, to say the least, are put in pretty obscure locations. Like right here, we'll be coming up on the very first one. It's behind this building, and there you go. That's one of 120, and yeah, 120 star is normally like that's pretty long for a Galaxy game. However, the green stars are so fast, and there's way less like big cutscenes in this run that it takes up about half the length that it would take to get the 120 normal stars. However, there is still a lot of downtime in this because the average green star, that star took about 30 seconds for Hex. However, it takes about probably like 45 seconds to a minute to re-enter the level each time. So there's gonna be a lot of this, but I really like the green stars. I think it fits really well into the end of a 242 run, which is just combining everything together. You do the first 120, you do the greens, and then you do perfect run at the end, Grandmaster Galaxy. Yeah, greens can definitely be a big choke point in 242. However, when you're running it by itself, not as many crazy nerves going on until like the very end of greens. This is the hardest star in the game, by the way. As you can see, struggled a lot to get that.
That was tough. But yeah, no, I think it's really cool how the stars have a mix of like long green stars and shorter green stars. It kind of is like SM64-esque in a way, which is why a lot of people tend to gravitate towards this category because the ratio of downtime to gameplay, it's not terrible. It could be better, but it's not terrible.
Chat pointing out that they're distracted by your right-handed nunchuck setup.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, that's an interesting thing about me is I play with the nunchuck in my right hand, and I'm right-handed. So, you know, if I was left-handed, yeah, maybe it's excusable. But for some reason, when I was 6 years old, I told myself I would play like this, and I just overrode all my muscle memory until I was able to play with my nunchuck in my right hand. And it's been that way since. Everybody clowns me for it, and I've heard so many people say that I'm a weirdo, and I can't exactly blame them.
I guess we can get into like the format of how we're like what order we're collecting the green stars in. In terms of like level progression, we're just gonna be going in the standard order, World 1 all the way to World S. In the levels themselves, however, Hex is going to be trying to do the stars basically in backwards order. So you saw the very first star you got was actually Green Star 2 in Sky Station. That's because in this game, if you point the Wii Remote away from your sensor bar and just press A, it will select the first star that you have not gotten, which would be Green Star 1 in that case. And if you select the same green star multiple times, even if you didn't get that star, you can skip the intro cutscene, which would save about 15 seconds. So it just saves some additional menuing that we have to do. Otherwise, we'd have to be pointing at the screen to make sure we select the right star. So, and then Green Star 3 we saved to the end because this is in the second star for Sky Station. We couldn't be able to get this in the first 2 green stars. So it's a lot of these levels will be just going from either the third one to the first, or it's going to be 2, 1, 3. There's a lot of different orders. However, in some levels, we do the stars in their normal order because of cycles. That'll be more prevalent in a place in like World 3, like Beat Block Galaxy.
Yeah, so we are moving on to the first Yoshi level. If you have never seen a speedrun of this game, hold on to your hats because it's going to get exciting. Yoshi is very broken in this game. There is a way to do infinite flutters, and you can use that to skip large chunks of a level. I'm going to go for a really hard flutter right here that I usually don't go for. I want to give a chance to show it off to the crowd. And, you know, if I hit it, great. If not, we'll just take the backup route. But, you know, we're going to bounce off of a berry and hopefully make it to a planet that's farther throughout the level. Since this green star is all the way at the end, this skip allows us to save like 15, 20 seconds.
Yeah, this flutter is not as useful in greens as it is in like the normal 120 because you don't have to get the comet medal this time around. However, it's still a very big time save, and when people do individual greens runs, a lot of times they actually start with Yoshi Star because this game autosaves, and if you do you do all Sky Station and then die in Yoshi Star, you have to reset and like go through the whole file deletion process. Let's see if you can get it here. Oh,
nice.
Let's go! Very nice.
Yeah, that's cool. Again, I don't go for that when I usually do attempts, so I'm really glad I was able to hit that.
Yeah, that does save quite a bit of time in this. And I guess we're actually getting introduced to Yoshi here.
Yeah.
Forgot to mention that. Yoshi is broken, to say the least, in this game. He is what really separates this game from Galaxy 1, in my opinion. He makes it so enjoyable because of the infinite flutter. You can just use Yoshi to like fly through most of these levels. And it's a pretty simple button combination once you like get the hang of it and learn what to do. Yeah, there's the normal star. It was trapped in that crystal there. Green star is like a bit farther up. Yeah, it's a lot of these, not a lot, I guess would be the term, but some of these green stars will just be playing the normal star over again and just going like a little bit further.
Yeah, that'll be very apparent in Battle Belt Galaxy when we get there later.
Yeah. I'll try not to fall asleep.
Yeah. But yeah, no, that was, I'm really glad I got that. There are a couple skips that I don't usually go for throughout this run that I'm going to try and do. That's one of them, you know, really kind of just like some swag strats. But yeah, I'm really glad that got hit. And the rest of the level, we don't even leave the first planet.
We don't get Yoshi either.
Yes, we don't get Yoshi as well.
Yeah, we'll see Yoshi many times throughout this run, though. He will. You guys skip the cutscene, man.
Oh, you're right. Oh, yeah. Yeah, so basically, that, again, is kind of what Admi said. That's a reason why we choose certain stars in favorites over another, only because there's cutscenes we can skip. Also, speaking of skipping a cutscene, if I take a wide angle around here, I can skip the cutscene where we unlock the egg, because we don't need Yoshi. We're just going to... Oh, my God! Okay. Do you want to explain that?
Normally he was supposed to get a wall jump there, but sometimes Luigi just loves to like slide, I guess, on little slopes like that and get like a limp spin. Pretty lucky that he made it up there.
Yeah, I am going to be so real. I've died in that exact spot because of basically what you saw there is if I didn't jump at the right time, I would have just like slid off the wall and died. But I got what's called a TAS wall jump, so that's pretty cool.
Final green star of Yoshi Star will be pretty quick, and then we go up to Flip Swap, which has a pretty cool skip that we'll see there. I guess we can also explain Luigi. He's pretty much the same. If you watch the Galaxy 1 run at Pace Summer, Luigi pretty much functions the same in this game as he does in that. He jumps higher, he runs faster, and he's a bit more slippery. However, the slipperiness doesn't really matter too much because he just has an advantage over Mario in every way, besides the Boo Shroom, but we won't see that in this run. In Galaxy 2, however, you can't just start a new file as Luigi and play through the whole game. You have to get the first 70 stars as Mario and then beat Bowser to unlock Luigi. So how a 120 and 242 would go is you do basically what's any percent as Mario, and then you play the whole rest of the game as Luigi, which you'd think that's pretty bad because Mario is really like unplayable basically in Galaxy 1. He's really slow. However, Galaxy 2's level design, I would say, is much better built for Mario, so he doesn't feel nearly as bad to play as. But Luigi is definitely still better. He benefits a lot.
Yeah. I think that the fact that you're able to use Luigi in this category is really appealing. Even though, like what Alchemy said, Mario isn't that bad, but like going from Mario to Luigi, it's a noticeable difference.
Yep. All right, now we got Flip Swap Galaxy coming up here. This is a very infamous trick. A lot of people like know about this one because it's just a cool like party trick you can show off. Basically, how momentum works in the Galaxy games is if a platform is coming up, or like you're standing on a thwomp and it comes up, and you do a jump, you'll get a lot more height. So what Hex is going to do here is he's going to flip these panels here and use the boost to long jump across the entire stage like that. And right into the first green star.
Yeah, that stuff's really cool. Little things like that are why this game is so cool. You're going to see me do something like that with the Cloud power-up later. It's going to look really cool. And thankfully, it's not that hard to pull off. You just kind of have to get a feel for the timing, which isn't very precise.
Yeah, there are definitely parts of Flip Swap that are harder than others to do those long jumps on. Particularly that very first one, very easy to die on, especially as Mario, because he doesn't have nearly as much speed as Luigi after doing the spin. Make sure to select Green Star 1, by the way.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is an instance of doing the first star first, because Hex was just able to get enough distance to reach that first star. If he didn't, he would have just probably gone and done the second one. But yeah, that's a part where we'll have to manually select the first star again to make sure we don't lose 15 seconds to the cutscene.
Me and my friends call that silly jumps.
Silly jumps. Going up further a bit here. This green star is just a little bit further up. Not even doing a silly jump into the star is crazy.
No, I'll be so real. Oh, no.
The doggy.
Oh. No, we're good. That was scary. Okay. No, it's fine. I remember I had a setup for a silly jump there. I'll be honest, I kind of forgot it. My bad. But
crazy.
yeah, no. We got it.
All right, and coming up next is a Spin Dig, where we get to see the spin drill power up. If you played Super Mario Wonder, might look a bit familiar. This is actually the game where it comes from. It's a bit different in Wonder, I'd say, but it's mostly the same. You spin the Wiimote, and Luigi just burrows underground with the drill, comes out the other side, and we'll be using that to do some neat little skips on some of these planets here.
Yeah, this is kind of one of the more, like, I don't know how to describe it, but it's like basic-ish levels. But even like a basic level like this, there is little bits of time save. And that's what makes these Galaxy games so special, in my opinion, is like it's figuring out how to make an otherwise slow game go fast, which I think is pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm definitely more of a Galaxy 2 enjoyer than Galaxy 1, just because of a number of factors. I think, one, it's just a more difficult game. I really like just difficult speedruns. Galaxy 1 can be a bit too easy and forgiving sometimes. Galaxy 2 is a very unforgiving game at times, because instead of Galaxy 1's format of levels where pretty much every other planet is like a checkpoint.
Oh, let's go.
Nice boost there. If you drill like into that corner of the wall, you'll actually go straight to the bottom instead of having to take the smaller platform. That's a cool little skip. But yeah, Galaxy 1, a bit easier than Galaxy 2. Galaxy 2 has like physical checkpoints, as you see here. If you get one of those and you die at like the very end of a level, it takes you back to that checkpoint. So this game can be very, very punishing. And there's our first green star for Spin Dig.
That was cool.
Yeah, if you're casually playing through the green stars, the main indicator they have, if it's not like, you know, their shadow or just seeing them, is they make this little twinkle sound. You have to have your volume up pretty loud to actually hear it, but they make it pretty forgiving to find some of these. A lot of them are in like really easy spots, and it's like, come on, that like some of the moons in Mario Odyssey, it's like, come on, that's a star. And some of them are very cryptic, like the one in Slimy Spring, that's like under the launch star. That one is ridiculous.
Yeah, that's.
This game was the very first game and only game I think I bought a Prima guide for when I was younger, and I did not get 120 stars yet when I was a kid. So when I saw there were green stars, and I tried getting one like Yoshi star, I was like, where's the star? It's not on my screen. I did not know you had to get 120 stars and beat Bowser again.
I'm gonna go for a little cool triple jump right here. There's a green star on the side of this planet. And ideally, if I get a triple jump on this fence, it looks really cool. That's not working. That's
That's
fine.
okay. You can just backflip off this.
It's all right.
It's all right.
Yeah, that's the cool thing about like green stars is like even though I missed the triple jump there, like easy backup and there we go. So it's a really cool. There's not like a lot of like unless you die, there's not a bunch of run ending stuff. At least, you know, not in the early game. In the late game there can be.
Yeah, World 1 is definitely much harder in any percent and like 120 than it is in greens. A lot of the green stars are in like pretty easy spots in World 1. There's only like a couple, like, you know, Yoshi Star, the flutter can really kill your early game runs. Big reset point, and then Fiery Flotil, there's a lava boost at the end. Right here, you saw Hex put his Wii remotes together.
Yes.
This will be our first two-player. I think it's your first two-player
Yeah,
star.
pretty much my first two-player star. If you want to explain how 2P works, I think now is a perfect time.
Yeah, so Galaxy 1, if you watch that run, two-player is broken, to say the least. It basically gives you an extra mid-air jump, makes collecting star bits a breeze. In Galaxy 2, I don't think it's quite as, you know, insanely broken, but it is still very useful because instead of just a normal co-star pointer, we actually get this little Luma, who's orange, and some people have a funny name for him, Odme.
Bro.
Yeah, he's your little helper during this run. He actually does a lot more, you know, from like a casual perspective. Also, you can just side flip here. It's fine.
Oh.
You need to do the wall jump. Yeah.
Yeah.
Normally, you want to bounce off that enemy and then just wall jump into it, but a side flip works just fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Luma actually does a lot more from a casual perspective than the co-star does in Galaxy 1. You can like pick up coins. You can pick up purple coins actually, which is very useful for certain stars because purple coins are hell in this game. Yeah, it makes a lot of stars very fast. You can also like spin to break crystals and stuff because the Luma has its own spin. So Galaxy 1 and 2 have their own little unique uses for 2P, but I think Galaxy 1 overall definitely saves much more time.
They have their own little idiosyncrasies.
Oh my god, this guy. You watched Good Will Hunting one time.
Listen, for those who don't know, I'm a big math guy. That's the tweet. That's it. I'm a big math guy.
That's the skeet.
No, don't say skeet.
We got JLaz32 in the chat.
Ooh, that's my dad, if anyone was wondering.
The man, the legend, and without a doubt, not a myth.
My
Hex Speedruns.
That's my dad. Thank you for being here, Dad.
Hex family always being
Yes,
very
always.
supportive. I've met them many times. And by many, I mean 2. Yeah, right side down here. This is our first like fully 2D level, I think, so far.
I can say
You're
this.
good.
Nah, we're chilling, bro.
Yeah, Galaxy 2, I would say, has a lot more 2D sections than Galaxy 1 does. But they're very fleshed out. I like right side down a lot. The main gimmick of this is the gravity just switches up and down with the arrows. Hex gonna do a little spin bonk here. Missing. Just didn't hold back far enough.
Yeah.
That's your first death.
Yeah, that's my first death.
Yeah, in the 242 run, the full thing, it's kind of like a challenge at the end to guess how many times the runner died, because once you beat the perfect run, it actually tells you how many times you died throughout the whole game. I think the record is 3 by someone. I don't know who it is. I think it's me.
Oh my god.
But yeah, it's a nice little indication of like
Yeah.
how good your run is. Green stars, we don't really think about that too much because we do play this from a file that has already gotten 120 stars. So the total death count doesn't really matter, especially since we don't include Grandmaster in the greens run. We'll just be ending once he gets the final green star. Yeah, these green stars are pretty straightforward. A lot of them are just getting like close to the end of the level. He passed the first one there. Right here, he's going to go on top of the wall and kind of cheese his way to it. I don't think the devs really thought about doing this. You can really just bypass the whole 2D section and go right to the green star.
Yeah, it's really cool seeing how gravity plays a role in this game as a speedrun. Like, it's a lot more manipulated than people may think, and it's really what makes Galaxy Galaxy.
Yeah, that's kind of the big attraction to Galaxy is like the movement. Movement's not like amazing. It's not super flashy, but the skips are very cool. Always a great introductory speed game, I feel like, for people to watch because like this is many people's childhood game and they get to see it like be like ripped open by all these crazy skips. Now, I do think Galaxy 2 does actually take more advantage of, I guess, your limited movement options plus Yoshi on top of that. I really do like running this game. It's very fun.
It is a very fun game.
All right, right side down, green star 1. Pretty similar, straightforward route through the level. This one's gonna be a bit earlier. It's basically as soon as we get to like the green path towards the end, it's gonna be like right up on a wall. It's gonna be a really weird long jump because you have to like long jump back into the 2D section and just do a bunch of spins to reach the star. It can be weird, but destroying those Goombas again.
Yeah, those Goombas. They had it coming.
Let's see if you gonna go for the spin bonk.
Nah, I didn't get the checkpoint.
And one thing I like to do with 2-player to I guess keep my brain going while during like a bit like slower sections like launch stars and stuff is I just like to grab 1-ups because like you basically just point at anything and you press A and he just grabs the 1-up for you. Like right there, I would have grabbed that 1-up. It's a nice little habit to have to keep you moving. Keep your brain functioning while you're doing like repeat stars. That is kind of a downside to greens. Is it's a lot of repetition. Like you're playing through a lot of the same levels over and over. But I think the green stars are unique enough to where it doesn't really detract too much.
Yeah, that star like God said can be really finicky. So I'm glad I got it second try. There's times where I'll lose like 20, 30 seconds on that star, and it's really annoying.
Yep, that was a decent right side down besides the death though. And
No,
we'll be going into Fluffy Bluff next, where we get to see the best power-up in like all of 3D Mario, in my opinion. The Cloud Mushroom, where we get to see Luigi turn into an ice cream man.
I never thought of that. I don't know. If I had to say best power-up, I'd say maybe the cat suit from 3D World.
There's some bias.
Don't say it. Oh my God.
I'm a 3D World hater. Just kidding. I like the Switch version.
Funny lore. My family, while I'm here, we're at Disney, and they bought me a Cat Mario plush.
That's crazy.
From this store in like Japan and Epcot, and I thought that was really fitting because
this man
loves
loves 3D World.
I love 3D World, and they were like, "We saw this. Would you want this?" I'm like, "Yes, please!" Like they had no clue like the gem they just discovered.
All right, so here's the Cloud Flower. The main gimmick of this is it allows you to create up to 3 of your own cloud platforms by spinning. It's such a cool power-up. I love this so much. It's like one of the few Galaxy power-ups where it feels more of an extension of the abilities you already have rather than like a very limited situational power-up. Galaxy 1 had kind of a big problem with that, where the power-ups were like, you only really use them for very specific things, whereas the Cloud Flower can be used to just break levels wide open. And you'll see Hex is shaking to make a platform and then long jumping. That's another example of the momentum boost you can get in this game by raising clouds and stuff. That ground pound was crazy.
Yeah.
That's one thing that they actually did patch in Galaxy 2. There were a lot of things that got fixed from Galaxy 1, mainly swimming. You can't just spam shake the Wiimote to swim anymore. Luigi will just like have a bit of a delay and then you can spin again. And slopes were another big one because in Galaxy 1 you could just run up a slope and keep spinning to endlessly run up, and also you can ground pound and then jump up a slope to just gain a bunch of height and get to the top of a slope. They patched both ways of climbing up slopes in this game, which does kind of suck, but I feel like it wouldn't be very useful in this game.
Yeah.
Unless it was to save yourself.
These last 2 green stars in Fluffy Bluff are really, really funny because they're just right at the beginning.
Yeah, that one was like the only one that you really go out of your way for. I do really like a lot of the green star locations in this game. A lot of them are like such weird and funny locations. And it allows you to like really explore levels in like nice depth perception, dude.
Yeah, wonderful.
But yeah, the green stars really get you like exploring levels in paths that like you didn't really think to go to before. Because Galaxy is known to be a very linear game, especially Galaxy 2, besides like the Comet Medals, but those are not in like crazy hidden spots like the green stars. But yeah, the Galaxy games have always been super linear, so I think the green stars do a good job of making them a bit more open.
I agree.
And I do like that they...
Oh wait, I need one
They're
more.
a bit like a bonus add-on, because I think if Galaxy 2 just had the 120 stars, it would have already been a great game. The green stars were not necessary, but I do like that they added them, because it just added even more to this huge game, and then the final level that you get at the end is a perfect reward.
No pun intended.
Okay.
A perfect run as a perfect
That was not
reward.
intended at all. You know, last green star, Hex literally spawned right under it, so... The IL strat for this is pretty ridiculous.
Yeah, you're talking about the cloud side flip?
Yep.
Shout out Swag H.
I think he's here.
Showed me that, yeah. Swag H, if you're in the crowd, shout outs to you.
Goat. All right, and we'll be finishing up World 1 pretty soon with Bowser Jr.'s Fiery Flotilla. The first Bowser Jr. stage. We're not going to be fighting Gobblegut, thankfully. The worst boss in this game, especially when he's on fire. Yeah, the green stars in this are really quick. You just go to like the first like big spherical planet, and then you lava boost to that one, and then the other one's on top of the castle. It's very quick, but the lava boost here can be a bit of a pain.
Yeah, I'm going to go for it once.
Yeah, if he misses it, you can just go to the launch star and then just long jump past it.
I'm going to grab this remote real quick. Yeah, so I actually don't usually go for the lava boost, but I'm going to try it once. I forgot my setup, so I'm kind of just going to wing it.
I'll backseat you right now. You long jump straight down, and you don't spin.
Okay.
And then you just hold down. Trust me, it's going to work. I'm the goat of backseating. Yeah, this movement right here we actually don't do as Mario. It's a bit faster as Luigi because Mario just isn't good enough to make it.
Oh my.
Don't get squished.
Common middle.
Wow, we're going to be needing that.
Go, hello.
A bit left. Oh.
I'll go for it one more time.
Yeah, you need to be a bit farther left when you long jump off the platform. You're really far right.
This will work, surely. No. Yeah, I'm just gonna go around.
Okay. Yeah, lava boost. Not spinning is actually like better than you might think. 'Cause a lot of people were they kind of like trick themselves when it comes to that. They psych themselves out. Hopefully you don't need that life shroom. That would.
Nope, I'll be okay.
Yeah, right here you just long jump straight to it. And you can see the other green star in the corner. That's one thing that I like about these green stars is you can literally see the other one sometimes as you fly into the cutscene or fly into the stage, or like in the intro cutscene, like in Honey Hop Galaxy, we'll see one that's literally just on the Queen Bee's face.
Which coincidentally is one of the most annoying green stars in the game.
Yep, Honey Hop is has a lot of haters to say the least.
They are justified.
Lots of justified crash outs in Honey Hop Galaxy.
Listen, it makes sense.
We have a $50 donation from Hex Fam saying, "Way to go,
let's
Hex!"
Go! Thank you guys. Thank you, family.
And just a reminder, we do have that donation incentive for the perfect run. I actually don't know how much it is, but just keep donating, and we'll meet it eventually. Eventually.
Eventually.
I think that's the first Incredibles reference we've had all week, which is insane.
No, I don't think so.
Oh yeah, we did. It was like day 1 or something.
Yeah.
You mentioned it.
I think I remember. I remember what line it was. Oh, the. Actually, I'll have to think about it, but I remember I made some Incredibles. Oh, it was the. He has me on a platter and he won't shut up. That one was like.
This man loves quoting Pixar.
I love quoting Pixar. Oh, we're on to World 2.
We're done with World 1. And we get to go to Banger Galaxy, aka Puzzle Plank. I just never mentioned in Japanese. For this category, it doesn't really do much. There's like very, very small bits of text boxes in green stars. Like there's the one at the lava text at the start, and then the Luma and Sky Station. So, I mean, it will save time, but the main reason we're playing on this is because this is the virtual console version of the game. It mainly saves time on loads because this game and Galaxy 1 especially are very, very slow when it comes to loading on disk. So virtual console saves a lot of time. This song is great. Yeah, this planet, normally you're supposed to go to the underside and like ground pound all the things, but you can just back up here. Even Mario can make that. A lot of the skips, I feel like they had to have been like intentional because they're just so easy to do. Just waiting for this because Luigi's fast. Oops.
Wait.
Most useful.
Nah, it works.
Most useful wall jump. Are you gonna go for the long jump?
Nope.
Wow, that's crazy. So yeah, there is a long jump strat you can do here to get this green.
He just died, bro. He just died.
Yeah, there's a long jump strat you can do here to get straight to the green star without having to wait for these platforms to fall down, but it is very risky, and it's another thing that psychs people out because you have to spin later than you think. It can be scary. And if you don't get the checkpoint there and you die, you lose like 50 seconds.
It's really silly. All right. Yeah, I mean, that was pretty much like the hardest green star you could say in that one, but I think if you ask Nathaniel Bandy, the first green star in this level is the hardest one, which I'm going to do right now.
Shout out to Nathaniel Bandy.
Yep.
Yeah, this green star we do now just to get out of the way because this is on top of a question mark block. If you hit this one, then you're pretty much screwed. So ideally, we do this one, and if we mess it up, you just go and get the second one. Otherwise, you'd have to just restart the level.
There we go. Second try.
Yeah, the second one already saw it. It's just on that wall that Hex let turn into a bridge.
Yep.
It's pretty simple. Yeah, World 2, it's got a few good stars. I think World 1's definitely the better of the two.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, we got like Cosmic Cove. That's like the most sleeper set of green stars.
Wild Glide.
Wild Glide, yeah. Wild Glide and Cosmic Cove especially are like the boring ones. But I like Puzzle Plank, Hightail Falls, Boulder Bowl.
Hightail Falls is cool.
Honey Bloom is Tilt Central. The B levels in this game are not the greatest.
Yeah, real ones remember the 309-28 incident.
All right, man. Real ones is you and me, and that's it.
Maybe Shadow.
Don't make Wiggler mad. Oh, you're so mean.
Die.
That's crazy. You didn't even kill him. Okay, that's BM.
It was literally BM.
That's BM. Yeah, this one's coming up pretty soon. Just go through here, and then it should be... Also, that tree off in the distance, that's a secret star. That's where you fight Bugaboom, who we actually saw in Galaxy 1. A lot of recycled bosses in this game, especially in Boss Blitz Galaxy, which we'll see it towards the very, very end of the run, like literally the last 4 stars. It's just a bunch of boss rematches from Galaxy 1. I thought it was a pretty cool concept. I think the execution could have been better, especially since that level takes up like 12 minutes of a 120 run. Since all the bosses have cutscenes, and you have to play the whole level twice. But yeah, it's not as bad as Battle Belt. Battle Belt's way down the line though, and we can shit talk that when we get there.
All right, we're gonna go to Boulder Bowl first. Whenever we have these split paths, we can pretty much go wherever we want. But I don't know, something about these boulders, man.
The trollers.
Okay. This one is interesting because we do get the rock power up, but like barely.
We get to show it off.
Yeah.
I think it's a great power. I think Cloud and Rock are like my two favorite power-ups in this game, and just in general, I think they're much better than the Galaxy 1 power-ups. What the Rock Mushroom does is it basically puts Luigi into a rock suit. Basically, it's almost like the Cloud one, except he's wearing a rock on his hat. And if you spin, that was crazy. He turns into a boulder, and you can just roll until you knock something down like this bridge, and then go off a ramp and just like. Dude, the rock jump is crazy.
Yep.
Yeah, it basically just gives you a big boost of speed.
Do you want to explain what a rock jump is?
Yeah, so when you go off a ramp, or if you just like shake midair, you can do another jump midair, because when you spin, Luigi gets like a little burst of speed. But after you spin, if you do like a jump very quickly after, he jumps in the midair, and that can be used to skip a huge chunk of Freezy Flake 2, which is where we fight Sorbetti. It's probably like the hardest skip in this game by far. You have to do like 10 plus rock jumps, I think, from the very beginning of the level to the very end. And it pretty much takes you right to the boss, but it is extremely tight. And you have to have like a very specific like arm position, because you have to like shake and mash A at the same time. It's really tough. I don't even do it. I think, I forgot who exactly, it might have been, Cubic, I think, who like found a decent setup, and he has like a specific chair with like a dent in the arm of his chair, and he uses that to like do rock jumps consistently. It's weird. I don't even do it because it's hard.
Oh,
that was crazy.
Okay.
That was a pretty quick one. The last one will be on top of the bridge that we just knocked down before and skipped in this one.
Yeah, we actually get to go on top of that bridge.
That's what I'm talking about. I like a lot of these greens because like I don't think anybody would think to go on top of the bridge that you previously knocked down, but there they
Nah,
are with
I
the
would've.
greens. No, you wouldn't. You
Yeah,
never did
I
that as a
would've.
kid.
Yeah,
I want to hear it.
Yeah, I did. Anywhere they thought to put green stars, I already thinked it, bro.
You thinked it?
I already thinked it.
You thunk it? That's crazy. Yeah, I guess that's some, I guess, a little foreshadowing for Odyssey, where they kind of did that but with coins, where they put coins in spots that you never think would, you never think to go. That's what I really like about Odyssey and the green stars. It really does reward you for going out of your way to locations that just would make no sense otherwise.
Nonsensical location.
Yeah, that's Boulder Bowl, and next we're gonna be going to Hightail Falls. We get to see Yoshi again, and this time we get Yoshi's first power-up, which is the Dash Pepper. Basically, what this does is it makes Yoshi red hot and just bursting with flames, basically. And he just runs incredibly fast, to say the least, and it allows Yoshi to just run up walls that he previously couldn't. However, when he does have the Dash Pepper, he cannot Infinite Flutter, which is kind of a downside, but I think Infinite Flutter is not really useful in situations where you use the Dash Pepper anyway.
I think you're right.
There will be Infinite Flutter towards the end of Hightail Falls, though.
Yeah, there is a decent-ish amount in this level. I'm also going to be, so that path where you see the Dash Pepper, there's like a middle, there's like a right side, and there's like a left side. Middle and right side are the safest, but if you go on the left side, you can grab a Dash Pepper. There's a green star at the top, but we're going to do that all 3 times because it technically is faster.
And we get this amazing remix of Athletic from SMW Mario World. My favorite 2D Mario game. Sorry, Wonder, but you're number 2.
Yoshi's Island is calling.
Okay, that's a Yoshi game, but okay.
Technically not.
All right, I want to hear about Super Mario World 2, bro. That sparked a whole series for Yoshi. But sure, we'll call it both.
Fair enough.
Yeah, right here, Hex is going to be... No spin. That's crazy.
Nah, bro.
Yeah, it's a bit safer to do a spin there so that Yoshi can weave between those platforms, because if you bonk on anything while running up a wall, Yoshi will just... He'll just cancel out and just, like, fall all the way down. So it's really annoying, but no spin needed. And these platforms are going to start to fall. And we get some big jumps here, which are pretty cool. Where are you going? Barely making that. Oh, no mega side flip. There's a chance when you do the side flip there, Yoshi will get, like, way more height than he should. That's called a mega side flip. Another very situational thing. In Galaxy 1, it does exist too. But it's not really used anywhere. Except for, like, to show off in, like, the trash levels.
The trash levels.
Yeah, those got, like, their own equivalent in Galaxy 2, where you have to use the Fire Flower to break a bunch of crates in a time limit. We will not be seeing those in Green Stars, but, yeah, a lot of people are, a lot of people have bad memories with those levels.
They had the opportunity to do the funniest thing.
What?
Which is put a green star in the trash area.
God. PTSD, bro. Yeah, Green Star 2 is going to be pretty much where Green Star 3 was, just a little bit before it. So we're going to see a different version of the Infinite Flutter. Are you going to do Jada Flutter?
No. Funny thing, you can actually do this Infinite Flutter without, like, infinite... Like, you know how I was doing the crouch resets? You can just do this Infinite Flutter, like, if you just flutter shortly after the flutter timer runs out. So if you're watching this at home and want a pretty cool skip to do, okay.
That's crazy.
That guy right there,
hey,
my op.
Don't insult...
No, that's my op.
Don't insult the Whittles. I love the Whittles. They're like the best NPCs in this game. Their broken English is awesome.
No, I hate him.
Yeah, Hightail Falls Flutter is probably like the first one that you could learn if you're trying to, like, if not do speedruns, just learn Infinite Flutters. Because, like Hex said, it's not, like, too difficult and it doesn't require actually resetting the crouches. Cool thing about Flutters is after a little bit of time, when Yoshi runs out of Flutter, you can actually do another one. Infinite Flutter is just a way of, like, cheesing that. Yeah, going up these ramps again. Missing the big jump. Dude, it looks like you're actually going to go for it. There is a different Flutter there where you run off that collapsing platform as, like, the Dash Pepper runs out, and you just hold up, and Yoshi will get a lot of speed and just, like, come all the way over here. It's, like, a little faster, but it is way harder. Are you going to launch Yoshi? Dismount?
Nah.
That's crazy. There's a dismount you can do there to... Okay, I didn't know if you're going to hit that. There's a dismount you can do there right at the top. That'll basically put Luigi right on the purple platforms, but Yoshi just goes flying.
It's really funny.
Like, you will see him, like, fall in the background. It's sad. However, Yoshi does not die when you drop him off a cliff in this game, because as soon as he hits the death plane, it is actually a death plane, because if you fall past Yoshi, you'll see him go into his egg, and Mario will just die, or Luigi. But yeah, Yoshi, confirmed, does not die if you drop him into a cliff. He just teleports into his egg and goes back to the spawn, because he's just the GOAT.
Actually, I think he's a dinosaur, but yeah.
All right, that's really cool, man. How about you get this next freaking green star?
I will. First try.
Green star 1 is pretty much at the top of that big wall that Hex was trying to scale at the start. It would be quite comical if this is the time he bonked on the wall, but I won't pray on his downfall.
Fair enough. We're passing my op again. That's my op.
Oh, we actually never mentioned star bits or coins. In Galaxy 1, you wanted to get as many star bits as possible, so that you had enough for the Hungry Lumas. However, in Galaxy 2, this doesn't really apply to green specifically, but in like a 120 run or any percent, we use this thing called Bank Toad, which is a toad on Starship Mario that stores your star bits. It can store up to 9999, and it actually transfers across save files. So if you max out Bank Toad on one file and you start a new file like a run, he will have all your star bits immediately. So what we want to do is not get any star bits, or like if we get any, we want to like shoot them with B. And that'll make it so that we don't see this text box right here. I knew you were gonna get that because you didn't have 2-player.
Yeah.
And coins do the same thing basically, except you cannot get rid of coins. So people just try to like get through levels without collecting any coins at all. And any star bits they get, they can just shoot away. Another good thing about 2P is you can shoot star bits while you're riding Yoshi. So.
Yeah, that is true. And there's often runners that will do 2P for the entire run. For me, I kind of opt to only use it when I need it, just because running this game for a long time, especially with those like 2 heavy controllers, can make your wrists really tired. And I used to have wrist issues, but a couple months ago I had very bad intersection syndrome in my wrist, and I just made me put me on high alert. Also, left option, because if you choose the right option, you'll do a tutorial.
Yeah, so the first time you do this star, this is Fluzzard, by the way, our first motion control gimmick, I'd say. Yoshi kind of is, but that's just more of the pointer stuff. Basically, how Fluzzard works is you just use the Wiimote to guide him. It's kind of like the manta ray surfing from Galaxy 1. This is like the replacement. You go in the sky instead of on the water. But yeah, the first time you do the star, there's a tutorial you go through. You can't skip it. Kind of teaches you how to use Fluzzard and all that. But in the green stars, you're basically replaying the first star. And you missed a star, by the way. You suck.
Oh, yeah, my bad.
Surely you won't miss the second one. I mean,
nah, no way.
But yeah, you want to skip that tutorial by selecting the left option, which is no thanks in English. My split name here is actually just no thanks, to remind me, because that tutorial is long. It's basically an auto scroller. Like, it doesn't speed up at all. Yeah, the next green star here is gonna be at the very end, off to the right. Don't hit the wall. There
Okay, I always get so nervous when I do those green stars, because if you miss it, it sucks.
Yeah, the thing about Fluzzard and the rolling ball, which we'll see later, is Luigi's hitbox is what actually touches the green star, and not Fluzzard or the ball. I'm pretty sure it has to be Luigi touching the star. So if you think Fluzzard can grab it, you'll just go right past it and fall and die. You have to go out into the abyss and restart, which can be kind of cringe, but Luigi's got a big enough hitbox. He'll be fine.
I don't know where the first green star is in this level, I'll be so honest. I can't remember.
You might have passed it.
No, I don't think so. I would never do that.
Okay, I just won't backseat ever again, and we'll be stuck here for like 3 hours while you try to get this green star. That's really cool, dude.
Dude, Admi, do you remember where this green star is?
No, I was lying.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Typical Admi gaslighting.
Hey! I would never. Especially not in Mario Party.
Yeah, guys, did you know that if you're playing the new Mario Party game, if you don't trade in your stamps on the
Rainbow
Galleria map, you'll actually lose the amount of coins you were supposed to get.
Okay, man. Oh, shout out to Jamboree. Great game. I'm so glad Jamboree's like actually good.
It's very good.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, look, it's right there.
I'm surprised you didn't confuse it with the 1-up that was at the top there.
The 1-up.
All right, and now that we got a pretty boring stage out of the way, so we get to go something more exciting. Cosmic Cove.
Yeah.
I love swimming in two-dimensional sections.
No, this is definitely
Sleeper.
yeah. This is a sleeper level, unfortunately.
It's relaxing at least. It's got great music. I love the song here.
When I was a kid, this was my favorite level, which is crazy.
That's insane. You probably like Battle Belt too.
No.
Yeah, so basically Cosmic Cove, the main gimmick of this, at least the first star, is we swim to the end and we hit a switch that freezes over like the entire planet basically, and we just skate. And we get to wall jump up some waterfalls that turn to ice, which is really cool. And you can see the green star right there again. Yeah, just a very, very relaxing song. And there's oh wait, that's Coach, never mind. Pengaroo
That's Coach.
Yeah, Pengaroo's somewhere else. Why did you do that? Why was that necessary?
I wanted to bop him on the head.
It's so mean. I love the penguins. They're so cute in this game. Wonder if any of them are Tuxie from hit game Super Mario 64. That's probably Tuxie right there. And these guys, you just shine the light on them and they die. If you actually shoot a starboard at them and then hit them, they turn into coins, which is pretty neat.
Die.
Those guys are indestructible, man.
I know.
You should go in that pink launch star.
No.
It's really funny what happens. If you hit that penguin, I was gonna be mad. Why? Dude, you're so mean to the penguin.
Watch this, ready?
Oh, God.
This is the certified, this is Xprelli Dram 7.
Oh, my God. That made no progress, bro. You literally did nothing with that penguin. That's insane.
Shoutouts to Xprelli _, my goat. That's bro.
That's bro. You missed a star. It was in the crystal.
I did?
Why would you do that, dude? You're gonna leave that poor star stuck in the crystal forever.
No, he'll have to watch me do the rest of the level.
And then Green Star 2 and 3 for Cosmic Cove are in the second star, which is a lot of 2D, a lot of swimming. It's not very exciting.
No.
This is definitely one of the low points of the run, to say the least. But Honey Bloom and Lava Layer will make up for it. They're much faster paced. And have like more upbeat music. I love the Honey Hive remix in this game with the flute at the start. It goes or the flute plays throughout the whole thing. It's like that little twang at the beginning.
We should play a game throughout this.
What game, Hex?
I mean, I was hoping you had one.
Dude, you came up with it on the spot.
I see. Okay, I suggested we should play a game. That means it's your responsibility.
It's time to play the game.
It's time to play the game.
It's time to play the game. Ha ha ha. That's one of my favorite videos ever.
It is really good. Hey, man.
Did you just do that on purpose? That's
yeah.
Crazy.
We're bopping every penguin this run.
Okay, you missed quite a few.
No.
Quite a few.
Watch this. Oh my God,
That's
magic.
great. You missed a penguin.
Oh.
Oops. Okay. There goes that penguin. Oh, he's chasing you.
Dude, he just shot out of the water like a rocket.
Yo, he did shore launch from Super Mario Galaxy. Yeah, that is actually a tech that was discovered by Giselle, a very old school, very talented glitch hunter and runner for Galaxy 1 and 2. Shore launch is basically a thing you can do. It's very theoretical. It's never going to be done RTA probably, at least in a run setting. It has been done by a human. But basically what it is you get to the surface of water and you just like do a weird spin and you just go shooting up to the top. I think it does, like I think a task was using it for Cosmic Cove 1 and it skips like the entire ice section. It's crazy.
Bro.
Is we're gonna make the cycle? Oh my God.
Yeah, so you can do a water long jump here. It is very risky. I'm gonna pass on that if that's okay.
That's not okay, man.
Yeah,
How
not
could
bad.
you? Yeah, so water long jumps are another piece of tech in this game where if you hold Z when entering the water, and then you just like double tap A and hold it for a little bit when you're on the surface, Luigi will long jump out of the water, which you normally cannot do. Yeah, right here, you're just gonna get the, oh, you're gonna back over the key. Okay.
Yeah.
Normally, if you don't do that long jump, people will just long jump into the key and
It's
go straight to
slow.
the star. Very
slow.
Hey, still what was I gonna say? That was still slower than water long jumping.
No. No, it isn't. Oh, you were going to go back. We got to go back.
Gotta do that whole thing again.
Yeah, unfortunately, the green star is at that end section, and they just like, I don't know, did the developers just think that, oh yeah, dude, they love that 2D swimming section with 0 replayability, bro. Let them play it 3 times in the run.
Listen, this is a godsend compared to Battle Belt. So
I guess.
yeah, I believe the average full segment for Cosmic Cove Green is like 6.5 minutes. It's very long, and Battle Belt will be like 7 to 8, which is ridiculous. Get away from these little burrs.
Shoutouts to Frozino, Lil Burr.
That penguin's chilling. You didn't hit him this time.
Nah.
You're doing a pacifist penguin run.
I spared him for now.
Damn, the fumbled long jump.
I don't know what happened there. I'll be so real. Can you? Oh.
Bro's going.
Bro's going in every direction but the right direction.
I love Cosmic Cove.
What?
Huh? Wait a minute.
Help?
This is weird.
Wait. Wait.
Dude cannot wall jump. Do spin.
Wait. What?
Just try it. Okay. I've never seen this before. Dude, what is happening?
Well,
that was crazy.
Like that's not a skill issue, right?
No, you were supposed to wall jump there many times and nothing happened. I've seen kind of similar things to that where I think it was Sludgy TSG, old school Galaxy Goat. He was in Galaxy Generator, which is the final Bowser level, and he tried talking to the Luma that takes you to where Yoshi is, and he just couldn't. Like, the text box would not happen. So he just had to restart the entire level. But thankfully, spins would let you wall jump there.
The wall jump never happened.
You should long jump out of this water. It's faster.
No, I'm good.
That's good. This man.
I like taking the scenic route.
The scenic route? Or wants to look at the scenery? That Goomba did nothing wrong. Goomba is my main in Mario Party Jamboree. That's
why I hit him.
You beat me in... Okay, I don't want to hear it. I can maybe understand it if I won, but...
No, I got so lucky. Did the Wario crash out?
Alright, and now that Cosmic Cove is over, it's time to play the game.
It's time to play the game.
And we get to go to Honey Bloom, which is a level known for crash outs.
Yeah, this is a very crash out prone level.
It's a difficult one. Like I said, the bee levels are very difficult in this. We do get to see the bee mushroom, which is kind of cringe. I'm not a big fan of it, but it's okay. It's very situational. You can see it right there.
There's not really too much going on in this level. It's very cycle based.
It's all 2D.
It really pretty much is, yeah.
Except for like the secret star, which is 3D for about 3 seconds until you get the star. Yeah, this version of the song is so much better than Galaxy 1. It's crazy. They cooked. Hey, you got the wall jump that time.
I did.
Yeah, we're going to skip the bee mushroom here because it's very slow. And we're just going to do some bee-less movement to get to the top here. You can actually jump.
I'm actually not skipping the bee mushroom here.
That's wild. But yeah, without the bee mushroom, you can jump on clouds and flowers for like a very, very short amount of time. And actually, a weird thing is if you hold Z, it allows you to stand on flowers and clouds for a longer period of time.
I didn't know that.
It's so bizarre, and it makes that movement a lot easier. But yeah, a lot of this kind of auto-scroller-y. We just ride these vines and fly around with the bee. First green star is coming up here. The second one is a bit later on. They're very close to each other. Dude, you missed a green star.
Oh, no, I took damn it. Oh, what's going on with me, bro? Fumbling in front of all these people.
There's a fuzzy goat. I like fuzzies from the hit game Paper Mario. Dude, speaking of Mario RPGs, Mario and Luigi Brothership for the Nintendo Switch, that drops in like 3 hours.
It does.
That's crazy. I'm very excited.
Oh, I guess I'm going here.
Yeah, the second green star is on top of this swing here. Just gonna get on top of the log champ and just fly to it.
Was it just me, or was I going very slow there? Like,
Yeah.
like my flying, I started off really slow. I didn't know if I was going to make it.
You were.
Well,
you should
we
speed
made
up
it.
a bit, man. Skill issue.
Yeah, I got you. Time to overclock my Wii U's freaking whatever.
Dude, that reminds me of the, oh my god, the save corruption thing.
Oh my.
That was a crazy arc.
Was.
So a few.
Oh, I need one more green star.
That's crazy. Bro wanted to get out of Honey
I
Bloom.
do,
He
bro.
wanted nothing
you can't
to
blame
do
me.
with
You
that.
can't blame me.
We're not putting ketchup on the disc, Dino hack, okay?
What?
Dino is like ketchup on the disc to make you go faster.
Is that actually a thing?
I think that was a thing in BFBB. Like
Dude,
it was gross, man.
that's actually deranged.
And
If
Dro
you- if
I remember,
you-
I think Drogi made a video about like microwaving your N64 or something. But yeah, I lost my train of thought because I was talking about putting ketchup on a disc. Damn it. Oh well. Green Star 1. We already saw it. It's pretty deep into the level.
You know what? I'll go for some B-list stuff here. Oh, never mind.
That is intentional. That was crazy.
Never mind. Well, that was short-lived.
Look how slow this bee is, bro. What are you, like a
Listen.
newbie?
Oh my.
Sorry.
You should be quiet.
I would really prefer if you would be quiet. Get the corn. You should use 2P to grab the coin and refresh your flight.
No, I think I'm okay. I don't think I
It's
will.
faster. I know the strats.
I don't think I will. All right, and then we're out of Honey Hop. I mean, not Honey Hop. Honey Bloom.
Honey Hop is way later.
Yeah, I wish we were out of Honey Hop.
We'll
Don't
get-
worry.
we'll get
Honey
there.
Hop's the other rough
We'll get there
level.
when we get there.
We'll get there when we get there.
So yeah, we're coming up on the end of World 2. I think World 2 is like a little bit shorter than World 1, just a tiny bit. It ends off on Bowser's Lava Lair, the very first like Bowser level where you actually fight Bowser. We're not going to be fighting him though because that's long as hell and he doesn't even give green stars.
Yeah.
These are actually some pretty tough green stars to do because they have like really precise cycles. I believe it's actually faster to do green star 1 and then 2.
Yes, it is.
So yeah, the first one is going to be like right there, basically. You can kind of see it
That's
behind
the
that
rock.
Yeah, there it is. It's behind Dwayne.
Dwayne.
And the second one's going to be way later in the level. And we get a remix of Koopa Road from Mario 64.
It's so peak.
I like this OST more than Galaxy 1, I'll say it. The reason why, because Galaxy 1 already has a great soundtrack. This game takes like the best songs from Galaxy 1 and adds like brand new ones on top of it. It's peak. Get the life shroom. I think that's actually our first life shroom in the run.
Yeah.
So what that does is it increases our max health from 3 to 6. That's basically it. And if your health drops below 4, then you have to get another one to bring it back up. I think they actually made life shrooms a 1-up if you already have one, though. I don't think that was not a thing in Galaxy 1. I think it refreshed your health to 6 again.
Oh.
That was crazy.
That's why I grabbed the life up.
But yeah, in Galaxy 1, I think it just refreshed your health back to 6 if you already had one. But in Galaxy 2, they are a 1-up, which is pretty cool.
Oh
That was
God.
Dude,
that was scary.
That Womp is going crazy in the back.
Dude.
He's stomping.
Dude.
That's me on the way to the Best Western
Yep.
after this.
Bro, that's me on my way to Nando's.
Dude, shout out to
Shoutouts to
Nando's.
Nando's.
GSA 20 off. You'll get 20% off
No.
every order.
I'll be so real. Like, I'm not even saying this just because, like, you know, Pace.
We were just at
sponsorship.
Nando's,
Like,
bro.
we literally were at Nando's like an hour before this run. It is goated. The food is good, and it is very quick. If you like mac and cheese, you do. Trust me.
It goes hard. They got chicken too.
Yeah, they're
I guess.
their chicken's all right. No, I'm just kidding.
It's
their chicken
alright.
is actually like really good.
It's alright. Yeah, Green Star 2, gonna be getting the life stream again. And it's gonna be a bit further than Green Star 1 was. That was a crazy flip. You're right in front of it now. You don't even need 2P.
Oh,
That's crazy.
listen, it was all tactical.
Yeah, sometimes the Luma won't really cooperate when we want him to. That's why he has the alternate name of Useless Orange Frick.
Frick.
Bro's gonna lose it again. That's crazy.
Well, it's not really needed.
Nah, you need that life shroom, bro.
Dude, I need it, bro.
Stop the womps, dude. There's our Luma friend. Yeah, this is a little gimmick in Bowser levels. I think it's the only time we're gonna see it in greens. You just ground pound the meteor and break the lock open. There's a strat in 120 where you can break 2 locks at the same time. It's called double lock.
Oh,
crazy.
That was beautiful. I mean, like, can we just pause for 1 sec? That was pretty good.
I'm pausing.
That's it.
Okay.
You can resume. And now that's World 2. We're going on to World 3.
Yeah, World 3, best world music in the game. Very good. World 3 and World S are like tied for me.
I like World 2.
World 1 and World 2 actually have the same theme until you get to the green stars, which is really cool, because World 1 changes the song when green stars are unlocked.
We're going to Tall Trunk Galaxy. This one's, I mean, I like this level.
It's alright.
It's pretty cool. In greens, it's cool. You do have to do the slide. I mean, real ones remember the slide.
The tree slide.
Yeah.
Shoutouts to Immortal XR.
What?
Like 2 people will get that reference in chat, probably. I saw Claire DSS in chat. She'll get it. But yeah, the main gimmick of Tall Trunk 1 is we get Yoshi again. And we get his next power-up, which is the Blimp Fruit, which inflates Yoshi to immense sizes. And we don't even get Yoshi here.
Yeah.
Poor guy. We're just going to skip getting Yoshi on this entire tree. Yeah, basically it just lets Yoshi turn into a balloon and he floats up. But yeah, we don't need him for this tree climb.
Oh. I saw a future where I bonked there.
14,605,000 outcomes to that. Insane movement. Okay, shoutouts to LMAO, my favorite tree emote.
LMAO tree.
Yeah, we didn't get to see the Blimp Fruit that time. Oh well.
Yeah, we're not gonna be able to see it.
Yeah, I don't think we see it
until Flash Black.
Oh yeah, Flashback. I was like, I don't think we see it.
No.
Exprelly Dram 7, didn't we just do that? That was in Cosmic Cove.
Yeah, it was
Exprelly Dram 3 is in Battle Belt Galaxy.
And Exprelodram 1 is in Supermassive.
True.
Exprelodram 1, I don't even know why it's called Exprelodram.
Because everything's a dram these days, man.
Yeah. Dude, I should do Dram where I go back to the hotel.
What? Are you just gonna warp?
Yep.
Oh. Get to do tree climb again. Only this time we're gonna go up a bit further. It's like the very tippy top, because that's what the green star is. Dodge the spider. There's another Whittle. It's like the Whittle's home. Don't hit the life shroom. Go.
Easy.
And now we get to do tree slide. Fun.
I'm excited for that one.
This is like this is actually one of the most punishing green stars because it's actually right at the end.
Yeah.
If you miss it, you lose like a minute. You have to go down the entire
get
slide
willed
again.
into existence. That would be unfortunate.
Nah, surely.
Sure, dude.
That would never happen.
I need it.
You need to take a death on tree slide?
No, I need to grab the green star.
And the music actually changes here. It's not Yoshi Star anymore. It's this nice little calm beat. Nice little beat.
It's a good theme.
Yeah, Tall Trunk is another very tilt-heavy level. This game just has a lot of crash-out moments, you know? It's very hard, very punishing. Tall Trunk's just one of the many points. Especially in any percent, we have to do the tree climb as Mario.
Yeah.
It's rough. However, this tree climb is nowhere near as hard because we can just go up on the little ledge in front of us. More Whittles. There you go. And if you played Mario 64, you'll probably recognize the song. I thought you were about to start shooting stars to the beat, and I realized you had 2. So yeah, this is basically an auto-scroller. You cannot slow down Luigi at all. He is just going to keep sliding forward. Only controls you have are moving left and right and jumping. However, it's actually safer, at least in my opinion, to spam shake when you're above like a gap instead of jumping because it makes Luigi instantly shake and it gets him across the gap. We're just going upside down. This is crazy. You got to turn around, buddy.
You need to leave.
Oh my god. Yeah, the Wigglers get pretty mad on this slide. I don't get it.
Angie.
Yeah, it's coming up pretty soon here. Yeah, we cannot go Bach on this.
Bach.
Little W law. I
Oh
have
my.
severe brain rot. Dude.
Nah, we're
That
chilling,
Wiggler,
bro.
man.
We're chilling. Come on, Oddme, take a chill pill, bro. We're chilling.
Take a chill pill. Those grow on trees here.
I don't know the reference. I'm sorry.
Gravity Falls. Peak.
No, yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, that's it for Tall Trunk. And now we get to go to Cloudy Court, which is pretty much just Fluffy
I'm
Bluff.
not going to Cloudy Court. I'm going to.
Your
Haunted
route
Halls.
is insane. What is this?
I just do whatever I feel like, honestly.
That's wild.
I'm coolin', bro. I do whatever star I want.
That's crazy. 'Cause I noticed you didn't have your splits up.
No. There's no really no reason to.
Nah, what if you PB?
No.
What if you PB though? You
It'd be really funny.
You almost PB'd Galaxy 1. You just missed it by like 5 minutes.
To be fair, that run actually was pretty good. I remember being like.
Considering how tired
yeah.
we both were.
Dude, no, I will say it is really cool. This might be like my 6th or 7th pace I've done some sort of run at, and I'm always very thankful for the opportunities that Milo and like the rest of GSA give me. So it is really cool to be back on the stage once again.
Peace is good. Very good event, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think Peace is great.
Oh yeah, that was the first green star, by the way.
Yeah, it was
It's very short.
right there.
It's another example of selecting the first green star immediately because of cycles. It makes the second green star just a little bit faster. Haunty Halls is our first ghost-based level. The next one will be Boo Moon in World 5. Yeah, it's another remix of Mario World via the Ghost House. Mario World just got such a goated soundtrack.
It does.
Green Star 2 is going to be just up ahead from where the first one was. Just take a launch star and then a quick backflip into it. And then Green Star 3 we just play through the entirety of Haunty Halls 2.
Honestly, I don't mind Green Star 3. It's a nice chill level.
Yeah, there it is, right there. It'd be crazy if you missed this. Oops!
Nah, we're chilling. Yeah, for those who don't know, I've had this Wii Remote and nunchuck since I was 5 years old.
Bro
Sometimes
needs
I'll
to get a new
I'll
one.
do a backflip, like I'll try to do a backflip, and the Z press just does not come out.
Bro needs to get a new one, man.
I'm down bad for a new nunchuck and Wii Remote.
We were testing out like the setup to make sure that he was good to practice and stuff. And his sync button on his 2-player Wiimote wasn't working, so we had to get Stump to give us a new one. Shout out to Stump.
You are a real one. Thank you. Oh.
I was like,
let's go to the level.
Sacrificing time to shout him out. That's goated.
I thought I clicked it. Oh, my bad. Oopsies.
It's worth. So yeah, Green Star 3, Haunty Halls 2. A lot of people just like to call this like Long Jump City.
They're kind of right.
This is what a lot of people think Galaxy speedrunning just is. It's just nothing but long jumps. Which, I mean, they're not wrong for the most part. Galaxy,
I mean, you're not wrong.
You didn't have to say it. I mean, good lord. Yeah, Galaxy 1 is definitely more guilty of that, I'd say. I think Galaxy 2 has way more like tech and stuff. Yeah, there's moments where you do more than just long jumps, but yeah, Haunty Halls 2 and like Sweet Sweet in Galaxy 1 are both very guilty of that.
Yeah.
We just be jumping here, avoiding the boos and the chompers,
the carpet eaters.
They really do be eating carpet. That's crazy.
Does it taste good? Do you think? I feel like it would taste like red velvet.
That's okay. Let's go. Let's go back to the hotel and we'll have you eat some carpet.
No,
okay, buddy?
I'm talking about this specific carpet in the game. Like to these guys, I feel like it would taste like red velvet. Ooh. Whoa.
That was crazy. You bonked them. And we got Big Boo and his minions. No. Okay.
That, okay.
I think in the most recent 602 I did miss that, and then I like tried to backtrack and the boos just knocked me off. I crashed out like 17 hours in, bro.
The crash out, bro.
That 602 is a movie.
Dude, that 602 is a movie, and it would be classified as a horror film.
Nah, I liked it. It was pretty goated. I have my PB moment.
Okay, man. Beat
See
block.
winning, I would say so.
Beat block. Beat block.
5 eels asking if you're winning.
Wait. Did I just level up?
What? What does that even mean?
Don't worry about it.
Okay. Yo, shout out to Beat Block Galaxy. This is another banger song because it actually goes to the level theme. It goes deep, deep, deep boop, and then it like switches.
Beep, beep, beep. Ba-na-na-na-na.
And then Mario 3D World had the audacity, the nerve to rip off this level and make Beat Block Skyway, which is the exact same thing, only the song is better. That was crazy.
Nah, we're chill.
That sign is not there if you're not using 2-player. Fun fact. Nice coin. It's gonna lose you so much time.
Yeah.
I think the run is dead.
Dude, Neil, I will trust. I literally, like, there's nothing stopping me. I just got lazy.
Beat Block, another example of getting the first star first. So cycles are cool. Yeah, second star is pretty much right at the end. It's towards the big pyramid with the silver stars.
Yeah.
That was scary.
No.
You almost selected green star too.
Wait. I'm actually thinking about something. I feel like last time I did a run, was it Ryokan after me as well there too?
Might have been.
I feel like it was. That's what I'm remembering.
I can check the Pace Summer schedule and see.
Oh, go away.
Boop. Let's see here. Oh no, it was Peas after you last time.
Okay.
Shouts to Peas.
Trust peas.
Yes, we will be seeing the GOAT Ryokan after this with Pikmin.
Yeah, we definitely stick around. That run's going to be so sick. My boy Ray also got into GDQ.
The opener
Dude.
for GDQ.
Deserved as hell.
Crazy. Now that Beat Block is gone, dude, I think you're about to go to fucking freaking, my bad. I think you're going to go to Fearsome Fleet after this, but that's not the route.
Nope.
You're using the wrong route, mun.
Nope. Wrong route is a constraint made by your mind.
Okay.
That's
What?
not a real thing.
A constraint made by your mind.
You are confined in the box created by your mind when you say the wrong route. 'Cause there's nothing that truly is the wrong route. What a route is considered to be right is purely subjective.
What are you talking about?
I don't know.
This dude just loves to waffle.
Bro, I'm a yapper.
Yeah, Freezy Flake is our first big like snow ice level, but it's kind of like similar to Freeze Flame and Galaxy 1, everyone's like favorite level ever. I don't think there's a single person I know besides maybe Hexk's a contrarian who doesn't have Freeze Flame as their favorite level in Galaxy 1.
Bro, you're just wrong.
What? What am I?
You're just wrong.
He's gonna make it.
Oh, come
that was
on.
so
That's so
close.
rigged.
So yeah, that cycle takes about 7 seconds because you can make it without having to go all the way back around and get another Fire Flower.
So rigged, bro.
That was really close. Yeah, this right here, green star is pretty much at the very end. You can see it off in the distance. A bit scary with the Fire Flower because your spins are like omega weak. Dude, the ground pound. Oh my god. Hex does JRB late. Okay.
What?
That's your 64 route, because it's the right one, apparently.
No. Nah.
Yo, sub-minute.
Sub-minute?
Oh, wait.
Dude.
I was looking at the 58 like it was seconds. I mean, you still got 59, so it was close, but... All right. Next up is Green Star 1. This one is very easy.
Bro, I'm going to keep it a
just
stack.
slide.
I might have forgotten the star chip locations for the third green star. No, I'll be okay.
There's no way. You're lying.
Let me do it.
You're lying.
Let me do it. Let me do it. Let me do it. Let me do it. Let me do it.
You're just going to do rock jumps anyway, right?
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
going to do the Shadow 64 IL strat. You're just like rock jump to the star.
Yep.
That was a crazy IL, by the way. Shadow made an IL RTA, not TAS, of Green Star 3, which is basically in like the blizzard area before Sorbetti. He just rock jumped all the way to it. It's like 10 seconds long. It'd be so funny and hilarious if you missed the star here. Damn, he's going upside down. Oops. Okay, you got it.
Yeah, that's my favorite Jack Johnson song.
Dude, that's gonna be my karaoke pick. I will do it.
I'm doing. I think I'm gonna do One Thing by One Direction.
Goat. Okay, I see you.
That's gonna be crazy.
Karaoke's always just peak pace time.
Dude, genuinely, I will say if you have not had the opportunity to make your way down to a pace, you really should. It genuinely is like one of the greatest speedrun conventions that we have. Just
Pace.
Homies everywhere. I don't know if you want to put some words in about Pace, Odd Me.
So Pace is a speedrunning event held in Laurel, Maryland from, I don't remember the dates.
You sound like you're in a YouTube short, bro. I'll be real.
I don't remember the dates. It's like November 3rd to the 10th. Yeah. Yeah, I knew that. I'm goated. But yeah, it's twice a year, summer and fall. Summer is definitely the bigger one, but fall is always a good time too.
Yeah.
You can chill. It's been a good week so far. Very good. Went to Nando's a lot.
Yeah.
Speaking of, I already plugged Nando's, so.
Yeah.
I would plug Nando's until I die, though. All right, let's see if he actually does remember this. Was he capping?
Cappington.
Not hitting the bunny, goat. Okay, good. That's the first one. Okay, he's cooking. Dude, he's so good. All right, and then he gets lost.
Nope.
That's crazy. You could have broken that with 2P, man. Moving faster.
No.
Yeah, you remember them. Let's see. Yeah, after this, we go in the launch star and then literally just go straight to the right. It's a very easy green star to grab. Wee. If you missed, I would have laughed very
It would have been
hard.
very funny. Ba-da-da-da-dum. Ba-ba-boom.
That is it for Freezy Flake. And next up is Rolling Masterpiece, I believe. That'll probably be next.
Yeah, Rolling Masterpiece. Exciting level. Third balls.
It's debatable. It's debatable if there are balls. There's a singular ball that has a star inside it, and Hex is not going to free that star because he is a fraud.
Nope. Stuck there forever. Stuck there forever.
Yeah, the rolling ball gimmick does return from Galaxy 1. It's just as gimmicky. A lot of people really don't like this, but I think the rolling levels in this game are much more creative than in Galaxy 1. Rolling Gizmo is pretty cool, but this one and Rolling Coaster are pretty awesome. They're really difficult, especially the green stars, but they are fun. So yeah, the star is unfortunately clear, so you have no reason to get it. So yeah, I mean, it's the same thing as usual. You just hold the Wiimote upright and you just tilt it to move the ball. And so yeah, Rolling Masterpiece is basically just like an arts and crafts level.
This isn't
Bro
what
took
key
the
is.
comet route. Oh
Yeah, so funny
my.
thing is the key actually moves in the comet, and because the last run I did of this was a 242, my muscle memory was to go get the key in the comet location because in my head I'm like, all right, I know where the one where normal location is, but I don't know where the one the comet is. But yeah, I messed up. My bad. That one's on
Actually,
me.
if you did a 242, then the last thing you would have done is the green star. So it's kind of just a skill issue. If you think about it.
Get him.
Get him. You missed a green star, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
Go get it. Oh my god, you're cooked.
Oh
That's
yeah,
crazy.
that's a cool strat, by the way. Skip the bridge there. I love bridges.
And we're going up on the wood planet. It's actually also changed in the comet. It's actually ripped right from Rolling Green in Galaxy 1. Except there's a lot more bombs. And so yeah, this green star, you can actually roll into it without jumping, even though the game kind of makes you think you have to jump into it, so it's really scary.
I'm jumping into it.
That's wild. Nice. And yeah, like we said earlier, Luigi is the only thing that can touch that green star and have it actually work. You unlock the bridge, by the way.
You do.
The chomp died in the cutscene.
Yeah, I'm too good. Bro knew he stood no chance. Bro SD'd.
SD. And yeah, the first green star, just going through the same thing. It's up on that elevator off to the left. That one can actually be a bit scary. How do you keep doing this?
I don't
Keep
know.
leaving, man. You just gotta get more
I
stars.
gotta debate the people watching.
That's so mean. Yeah, this star can be kind of scary because if you miss it, you're just gonna have to kind of YOLO and fall all the way down and just hope you touch it. But it's usually not too bad. All right, let's see if you remember where the key is. Oh my god, you remembered.
No way.
That's crazy.
No way, bro. Yeah, a reminder about the donation incentive. If we reach, I think it's $500 by the end of the run, donated throughout this run, we will be doing the perfect run, which I know all casual players want to see because they're going to think it's the hardest level. I'm going to do my best to do it first try.
If only there was like a tutorial or something on like how to beat perfect run on your first try. So, surely somebody.
Also, I love how the ball is just going up on the elevator. I don't know why.
Yep.
I just always found that really funny.
No, the ball's goated. Also, way to cut me off during my self plug.
Yeah,
That's
my bad, bro.
crazy, man.
I had to make sure that self plug didn't happen.
No, I made a tutorial on how to beat perfect run. Icy Core himself used it, and he told me it helped him to actually beat it for the first time.
Coming up is Cloudy Court. This is one of my favorite levels in Greens because there's a lot of cool like optimizations you can do. And it's all stuff that looks like really, it blends in very well just because you wouldn't really think much of it, but like seeing how you're intended to get them, like it saves a lot of time.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Green Star 3 is pretty much just playing through the whole level again. But Green Star 2 and 1 are in pretty neat locations. I know Fizz64, a good friend of ours, he loves Green Star 1 here.
Yeah. That is, there's some lore there.
Yeah, it's right up there on top of that dinosaur. It's really easy to grab. Like, it's a very easy Green Star. Nobody would ever mess it up.
Yeah.
Spinning into that cloud there to get the 3 back. Pretty neat little strat there.
Oh.
That's crazy. What is
Whoa.
Pro doing?
Going up.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Long jumping off the symbol to get a nice little skip here. You can actually go all the way to this far platform. Really slow to do this as Mario. I don't even think Mario can make it. Or rather, it would be like pretty slow for him to try. As part 2D section, there's a pretty fast cycle you can make on the final tower here. Not nearly as hard as it is in any percent because you have to get the Comet Medal in any percent, and also you're playing as Mario, so. But it is pretty simple to get as Luigi. Yeah, one neat little thing about clouds that we didn't really mention that will not come in handy until like much later in Starshine Beach is the little bounce they do. If you don't, there's something Hex was doing there called the cloud cancel. If you press Z after shaking, Luigi will instantly get on the cloud and you can backflip quicker. If you don't do that, then there's a little bounce the clouds will do after you land on them. And if you backflip very shortly after it bounces, it gets you even more height. And we use that for 1 green star in Starshine Beach.
Granted, it's a very cool green star. Also, for this level, so shoutouts to Galactic. That is my man. But no, other than being a homie, he taught me this strat where instead of going over the symbol, we go under the symbol. I'm going to try and get it. I've only ever gotten it once, but I've also only ever tried it once. So we'll see how it goes.
Got a $25 donation from Linkarf.
Yo,
saying,
Linkarf, my goat.
Good luck, Hex. Get those greens, my goat.
Oh, thank you, Linkarf.
Contributing to the Switch OLED giveaway incentive. That'd be crazy if you won the OLED and then they announced the Switch 2 like tomorrow. That'd be kind of wild, man. Surely they announce it, guys. I mean, come on, really? Like, we're at the end of the year. It'll happen.
Oh no, we're good.
You were way too close to that. There was no reason for you to go E, bro.
Listen. What's the point if you're not like, playing it up? Come on. All right. And then this is the last level of World 3. Fearsome Fleet, there is a really hard strat that I'm going to go for that was taught to me by Swag H. Shout out Swag H. I really don't have faith that I'm going to get it, but I'm going to give it a try anyways, and it will look really, really cool if I get it. But before we do that, there is one more green star in Cloudy Coin. There is one more green star.
Oh my god. So yeah, this is Fizz's favorite star because, you know, he just really likes how simple it is. Like, you jump up 3 times and you just and you grab the star. He totally didn't have a crash out during a 602 and like throw his Wiimote or anything. Shouts to Fizz, all-timer clip. Bro got hit by the angry bird.
How did I do a side flip?
I can't believe this. Was actually beefing with the bird.
Yeah, dude, that bird, bro.
Got $10 from EBM.
Oh, thank you, EBM.
No comment, but going for that headphones reward.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate it. And we are at $85 to that perfect run incentive.
Now, we are going to go to Fearsome Fleet. I'm actually pretty excited about this. It's going to be really suspenseful, and it would be really cool. But if I don't get it, it's not the end of the world.
I assume you're doing the moon flutter.
No, I'm doing something even harder.
That's crazy. Okay. Let's see what it is. Yeah, this level can basically be broken wide open because of Yoshi. Like, you just skip pretty much every airship auto-scroller. And we got a $25 donation from Squeaky Bee.
Yo, Squeaky. My goat.
It ain't easy being green, but let's make it more difficult. Like, a lot more difficult. Shout out on me and Hex. Love you guys, and see you tomorrow.
Goat Squeaky, thank you so much.
Squeaky is great. Gonna be tuned in for the Mario Kart Wii Item Rain race Friday at midnight, I believe.
It is going to be a run for the ages. All right, here we go. YOLO.
And what is this?
Oh, let's go!
Holy.
Oh my god!
That's crazy.
Dude, let's go. Bro.
That's insane.
I'm being so real. I did not think I was going to get that.
Dude.
I pretty much missed that every time in practice.
That was crazy.
Oh, let's go, dude. That was sick. That was sick. That was sick.
I've actually never seen that strat before because what I do is I go up to like the big asteroid moon thing and I just flutter straight to the star. That's wild.
That's worth the price of admission right there.
Shout out to Swag H.
Shout out Swag H. Oh my god.
This HexSpeedruns guy looks like he has a garage filled with Lamborghinis.
Oh my god.
He did let me borrow his purple one for getting Twitch partner, so that was pretty cool of him. Not the yellow one though. He really likes the yellow one.
No, Merp uses the yellow one.
Okay. Yeah, the first green star is gonna be right under this cannon that the Montgomery Mole or Undergrunt Gun or whatever his name is.
No way you call him the Montgomery Mole.
Yeah, you can see it's right. Okay, so you're telling me you did that insane flutter, and you're doing this the scenic way, and you missed this. Okay.
Nope. No pressure. Nothing. No. Never waver under pressure.
That's crazy that you took the intended auto scroller for that though.
No, I forgot the strat. I'll be real. I do a different strat where you take a bullet bill at the start and you like flutter and you shoot it. But I practiced the other strat so much that I defaulted to the other strat's movement, and yeah. But I hit the other strat, so you know.
Yeah, it was crazy.
That's cool.
Bro just murked Yoshi. Nah, Yoshi doesn't die in this game. He teleports into his egg and goes away. And like we're gonna see him again in Sweet Mystery.
Yeah.
If you have not eaten yet today, don't watch this level. They got floating pancakes.
Yeah. So we're now into World 4, and people consider World 4 to be one of the hardest worlds just because there's a lot of stuff. I think World 5 is, but
World 5 is boring, man.
This definitely can be like one of, if not the hardest levels or worlds.
Yeah, World 4 is a toughie. I think World 5 and 6 are just kind of boring, but World 4 is definitely like probably the hardest part of greens. Oh, I feel great about this angle. Lol W. Very quick. Oh.
No, we're fine.
Yeah, that's our final Yoshi power-up. The bulb berry basically just lights up any floor that you normally wouldn't be able to stand on. It's pretty cool, but we do kind of just skip this entire level. So Like the next green star, we're just gonna float right to it. It's like 7 seconds long. Yeah, this is kind of a good example of how long the downtime in greens is, because most of the Sweet Mystery split is going back into the level. The green stars take up like 25 seconds of the split.
You can really tell that the devs got lazy with some of these locations.
Shout out to Miyamoto. That's my goat, though. Miyamoto would never fumble.
On me.
What?
I'm afraid that's not true.
Listen, we had sticker star. That's okay. Okay. Yeah, and now that Sweet Mystery is done, we're going to be going to Flipsville.
Yes,
I believe.
Flipsville's cool. Flipsville has a lot of gravity stuff, and we're going to have the opportunity to bop another toad on the head. But this time, it's actually going to be to our advantage.
Yeah, and thankfully, there's no stupid skip that gets you right to the boss this time. That's only 90%. And for some reason, that gave me a huge mental block for a while.
It's a hard skip.
$15 from Gentan.
Yo, Gentan.
Hello from the front row,
Yay.
Hex Pride.
Yay. But yeah, no, Flipsville, this is honestly like, always was one of my favorite levels. And I mean, in greens, there's not like a huge skip, but it definitely looks cool. Like this star, it'll look cool.
You're doing 2 first, right? 4,
Yeah.
3, yeah. So green star 2. Where are you going, man? Oh, right. You don't take the spring for this. I was like, there's a faster strat for this where you take the spring and then go up the launch star, and it takes you basically where he's going right now. But this skip looks cooler than doing that, so I'm not used to that. That's
okay,
crazy.
let's go.
Yeah, green star 3 is like the really long one. Hex is going to be going for a nice little early cycle.
Well, hopefully.
It's kind of tough, but if he misses it, it's not the end of the world.
This is where we get to bop Toad on the head.
Shouts to Toad. It's a green Toad, I know that.
It is. I have names for all the Toads. Actually, that's a lie. I only have a name for the blue one, and it's Alexander.
Shouts to Alexander. He's right there.
Yes.
He's not actually right there, but when we see him, he'll be right there.
Yeah, he'll be right there.
Let's see this. It's definitely one of the most flashy stars in this game. I like it a lot. It's like, I definitely like Flipsville greens more than the normal stars. Wahoo!
Bop.
Ow!
Oh, there's no way.
Nah, you got this. You make these. Okay, you don't make these.
It's okay.
And the backup for this is to just go up top of the structure, this blue square here. And this star gave casuals a lot of trouble because I think even if you knew what home and ground pounds were, the hitbox of this is really wonky, and the timing of your home and ground pound, it can be very easy to miss it with. You have to do it like pretty late.
You also literally can do it just right and just fall right through the green star. It's happened before.
Yep. It's usually a safe bet to do it late, and then you'll pretty much hit it.
Yeah, and then this last one, it's a really interesting green star because there's definitely multiple ways to get it. But the fastest way involves using a spring, and you can like just barely make it to the top.
Yeah, I taught him how to do this like 2 days ago.
I was fumbling a little.
Very quick one though. This is like 7 seconds long, if that. Let's see if he gets the spring. He's so good.
Let's go. That was so good.
Once I said you had to do it late, it clicked. No, he clicked.
It did.
And now that Flipsville is over, we get to go to Supermassive.
True.
Where we get to see
Exprelidram. So Exprelidram is really cool. It involves 2P, and basically there's going to be a lower block and a higher block, but it's over a large gap that we can't cross. And what we're going to do is we're going to backflip off the edge, and we're going to use the 2P Luma to grab the checkpoint and then die, so that we spawn back at the checkpoint that we grabbed right before we died. It's actually pretty cool.
You weren't supposed to tell me you were going to die. That's the bit.
No.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool skip. It's like one of the few like really easy 2-player time saves that like everybody starts doing when they switch. Yeah, I think it's the only intentional death we take in the whole run.
Well, for green stars, yeah.
Okay, maybe for you.
Okay. All right, here we go.
I love this level. We got Giant Goomba. And we got Giant Luma and Giant Coin. The green star's right there, man. You're not anywhere close to... Dude, you died! You died. You're so bad at this game.
I can't believe it, man. I can't believe it. Oh, hey, look at that.
How did you get over there?
Yeah, so that does save time just because of the cycles for the thwomps.
We got these giant Koopas. Shouts to Koopa.
Yeah. You can actually get infinite lives if you bounce the backs of those Koopas.
Yeah, man. You just you bounce on it, you do tricks on it, you get infinite lives, man.
Yeah.
Green Star 2 and 1 are what? Huh? What?
No, I was gonna say something. I was gonna say something really insane.
Yeah, Green Star 2 and 1 are very simple. Green Star 2, you just long jump to it. The timing of the spin can be kind of weird, but it's not too bad. And then Green Star 1, you triple jump off a coin. A giant coin.
Represents death.
Huh?
It's an old bit. You wouldn't understand.
What? Okay, I've been around longer than you. I'm older than you.
No.
That's crazy.
You are older than me. God damn it. I keep forgetting you are.
Let's see if he gets his first try. Long jumping off the pipe.
There
Easy. What's your favorite enemy in this game, or NPC in this game?
Favorite NPC in this game?
I'm a huge fan of the chimp. The chimp is like objectively.
Oh my god.
The chimp is like objectively the best character in this game.
Chimp is funny.
He's so cool, and he never made it into any other game after this. Isn't that crazy?
I like the. I'm gonna be so real. I like the Luma shop, guys.
Luma Lee, Luma Bop. Welcome to the Luma shop.
No, it's more like Luma
God.
Luma B, Luma Bop. I think you should Luma stop.
Okay.
I'm just kidding.
Okay.
Okay. No, but like, yeah, no. I think those guys are really funny.
Galaxy 2 is just notorious for being forgotten. Like, I mean, everybody knows in 3D All-Stars it got left behind. Nintendo just pretended it didn't exist, and that applied to like the NPCs too. Our boy Lubba, our favorite purple idiot, never made it into any game after this. That's wild.
It's okay. He'll make it into Galaxy 3 when it comes out on the Switch.
Yeah, keep huffing that copium,
dude,
buddy. Okay.
It's gonna happen. Also, you know what else is happening right here, right now? Honey Hop Galaxy.
Ew.
Ew.
Big anti-fan of this.
Yeah. Shoutouts to Tackle Shift 8. This is his favorite level.
I heard he also really likes Corona Mountain from Super Mario Sunshine.
I think so.
Yeah, this level is probably the most community-wide hated level in this game. It has been for like 10 years. I remember when like Nocturne was running this game, he was a big hater of it. Yeah, like, all the top runners hate it. And it's mainly because, do you do the B-list movement all the way? Okay, well, there's no reason for you to hate it then.
No. The B-list movement is very hard and only saves a couple seconds. I like doing this movement more.
Bounce off the B.
Oh, let's go. I love doing that.
Crazy. We get to do value fly high B thing. Unless you're not going to do that extra lame. There you go.
That ain't
basically
that ain't making it.
That showed it off, I guess.
No, we can make it, trust.
Boom.
We're fine.
So yeah, that's a very that's like a very nerfed version of what you do in Galaxy 1. If you go neutral while like facing up and you jump and shake off a honeycomb, see, you did do some of the movement. Never mind. Yeah, if you do that, you just get an insane amount of height. It's very, very not useful at all for Honey Hop, especially since we just do B-list now. That's like the optimal way to do it. We got a Choppa coming in.
NLE Choppa. SMG Choppa.
Boom. Yeah, we can just skip this whole thing. Now we get to do the climb up to the very top, and we get to jump off the Queen Bee's face and get the greens. Well, actually, we kind of jump off her stomach, and we get the green stars right in front of her face.
So ideally, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get up to this ledge, and I'm going to keep jumping so that I don't activate a text box.
Nah, Bro's doing this in greens. That's crazy.
I'm gonna try this.
Insane.
Let's go! Okay, that was really cool. That, and again, it saves like no time, but it's just a really cool thing.
Yeah, so if you land on the ground there for like half a second, and the queen bee will talk to you, and it loses a little bit of time, but it does kind of cancel out because, especially if you're in greens, you have to like maneuver your way over to that flower, and it's really weird, but pretty cool you got that first try. That wall jump can be really finicky off the queen bee. Sometimes you just don't get the height you want.
Yeah, I actually got in a speedrun highlight compilation because I could not.
It took you
literally
like 15 tries.
No, and what's crazy is like the antennae on the bee, the freaking hitbox is so big you can just get locked out of the star. Like you're trying to hover into it and you just get freaking dono walled.
Yeah, and you gotta lock in instead.
Yeah.
Lock in right now.
Oh.
Dude, that's crazy. You weren't locked in.
No.
Dude, these bees are mighty squeaky.
Yeah, I know.
They're like squeaky bees.
Squeaky bees.
Thank you. I'm here all night until Rayokin shows up to play Pikmin, and I'm getting kicked off. Unless he... No, I can't comment. I have never played Pikmin. I can't commentate that.
No, I thought I was going to get rocked there by that guy. Can you go?
Can you go, dude?
All right, let's try that one again.
You jumped so early, but you still made it.
I made it.
You can go B-less here.
Okay, you can go back.
You can go Bach.
Bach. All right.
Don't hit the chopper.
Oh, yeah, I have to wait. My cycles
Now you can
are
long
off.
jump under him.
Nah, I'm good.
That's crazy. If you missed that, I would have laughed extremely hard.
Yeah, it would have been very funny. Rayo can mention. It's my goat.
All right, and now that mid is out of the way, we get to go to, are you doing Chompworks or Starshine first?
I'm going to go Chompworks.
Okay, we get to put it off. Chompworks the cool one. I like it. It's a nice little creative. It's more. It's a really big auto scroller basically. There's a lot of waiting, but with 2-player, not nearly as much, which is cool. 2-player, this is actually like one level that got a lot of attention from 2-player before it really blew up and got spread across the whole game. Because what 2-player can do is stop chain chomps in their path. They could do it in Galaxy 1 as well. And that just allows you to do like some neat skips. And at the beginning here, you can actually hit a switch that makes the chomps come down from very far away. You don't even have to go all the way up with 2P. Yeah. Where are you going, man?
I wanted a coin.
Oh. I thought you were like going for the common medal. I was very confused.
No, why would I ever do that in my life? Come on, man. Yeah, who would ever do that? I mean,
probably 90% runner,
seriously?
if I had to guess.
Come on.
No landing cancel? Wow.
No, if you don't get the insta walk there, there's no landing cancel.
Yeah, this green star is pretty close. There's the big Pac-Man star, but it's supposed to be a chain chomp, but I just call it Pac-Man. Boom.
Yeah.
And the first green star is going to be pretty much at the beginning of the level. Kind of already saw it as Hex flew in.
And the last green star is in the beloved spring section.
Oh my god. Are you doing springless for that?
Yeah.
Nice. Honestly, there is a spring strat that's very fast for that star, but it saves like 7 seconds or something, and it's not worth because it's so easy to mess it up and just lose like 30 seconds to it. It's all cycle based. Yeah, this one's really simple. You just long jump up here. You got a coin, you're gonna lose time again. Nice one up.
One up. And yeah, now we'll be going on to the last green star. And then we're going to get to Starshine Beach, which is, in my opinion, one of the hardest levels in greens.
Yeah, Starshine Beach is divisive. There's a lot of people who love it and others who are
Yeah.
not big fans.
I like Starshine Beach as a level, but in a speedrun, it is very hard.
Hey, it's a Sunshine callback, so I like it by default. And the music's also good.
Yeah.
So yeah, this star is the only time in the whole game that we get to see the spring mushroom. We're not going to actually grab it.
No,
If this were any percent, it would be the only time we see spring Mario. You don't even get it as Luigi. Which I think they kind of knew what they were doing, putting only 2 stars in the spring level. Because it's this and then the normal chomp works too. But yeah, that's the only 2 times we see spring in this game. And I think that was intentional because spring got a lot of flack in Galaxy 1. Not the most favorite power-up.
I mean, rightfully so.
Hey, I think it functions okay in 2D, but in 3D is bad.
Yeah.
We only used it one time in Galaxy 120. More long jumps. The level kind of starts out the same, but it does go off track a little bit here. Right, and there's another Pac-Man starbit pattern there, and you can see the star up in the corner. Normally you're supposed to like take the spring and go up that giant corkscrew and then jump up to it, but you can just do this without the spring entirely, and it is technically slower than like the fast spring strat, but it's better than just taking spring in general. It's much safer. You can just long jump off this with a boost and get it.
Yeah, that stuff's really cool. All right. Now we're going to Starshine Beach. Starshine Beach, again, we said is very hard. Now, it's hard for just because there's like a couple pieces of really tough movement, and then the third green star, which we're going to do last, is like very precise. You'll see what I mean.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of infinite fluttering in the first 2 green stars because we do get to use Yoshi again. And then we get to say hi to some Piantas, our favorite NPCs that aren't total jerks in Super Mario Sunshine. Hey, they're really good in baseball, though. Piantas,
Dude, they are.
Piantas are broken in Super Sluggers. And Superstar Baseball.
I never played Superstar. I never played Superstar Baseball, unfortunately.
It's good. All the GameCube Mario sports games are good. Dude, Freezy Pop FP was showing me Mario Golf Toadstool Tour the other day. That game is fire. It's got a crazy OST. Alright, so Starshine Beach starts out pretty simple. You just swim in this dome here, and then there's a little shortcut you can take here by long jumping on this small little ledge. Unless you're HexSpeedruns,
Nope, no,
you almost die. Okay. Nah, he'd live.
Yep.
He lives these. And so yeah, you can kind of see both green stars off in the distance. But this is the first one we'll be getting at the dome, or whatever the hell this thing is. Very quick flutter. There's another strat where you get the dash pepper and like just do a side flip into it, but it's much safer to just infinite flutter.
Yeah, I'm gonna that long jump at the start, the one where I almost died. I only recently started doing it because while it looks really scary, it's not too bad. But like, you can just fail it sometimes. It's really freaking annoying.
Yeah, and the second green star will be another infinite flutter. However, it's not as crucial that you keep Yoshi to it because there is a question block right under it, so you can just backflip and leave Yoshi to play around the beach.
Dude, I wish that were me. I love the beach.
This isn't like a true callback to Sunshine, though, because Yoshi can actually swim in this game. He doesn't just disintegrate into paint whenever he touches water.
Also, that was a frame-perfect ground pound, Oddme, if you want to explain those.
Yeah, so that's a ground pound, and it was done frame perfectly.
Yeah. Thank you.
No, I mean, it's pretty simple. You literally just shake and press Z on the same frame, and it's a little bit faster than shaking and then ground pounding, or doing a homing ground pound. They're a bit precise. On 3D All-Stars for Galaxy 1, they're not nearly as precise because you just press Y and ZL at the same time.
Side flipping is tough.
Here comes the flutter.
I'm gonna just realign myself. Okay.
How you time a shake input? Well, you shake first and then you press Z. So you kind of just do like, because for shaking in this game, you don't really have to like give it a whole lot of oomph. You just like
You just go like that.
Yeah, you just do it, and it works. So you just do that, and you press Z.
But having to time a motion control input with a button input is ridiculous. Also,
You get used to it.
So coming up is probably the hardest star in this world. Starshine Beach Green Star 3 has a lot of skips. The intended path for this level is you're supposed to swim underneath that big like dome area, the one where the first green star was near. But instead of doing that, what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a skip to get on top of the cloudy tower to grab a cloud power up and use those clouds and use a exploit that allows us to get a little more height to reach that green star that's very high up. In order to get it casually, you would need to go underneath, hit the lever that activates a bubble that gets you to the cloud power up, then bring the cloud power up on a lily pad, and then walk the lily pad all the way over underneath the green star, then use your clouds. But that's really slow.
This is probably one of the biggest time saves in the whole run.
So,
It's a very slow star. But yeah, the first skip coming up here is also done 90%. However, it is with Mario, so it's a little bit trickier. We're going to use the Chuckster returning from Super Mario Sunshine. These guys are much better at throwing than their Isle Delfino counterparts, though. Just going to use this guy to throw Hex up to the tower. And he's going to jump off this cloud here to make it all the way up there and get the cloud flower. Luigi has a much easier time making that. It's like one of the easiest tricks with Luigi. Yeah, and he's going to long jump off to the shore here and just go all the way over to the green star. And we're going to use the bounces of the clouds I talked about earlier to get a little bit extra height, and it's going to put Hex right into the green star. If he misses it, it's kind of a big time loss, but you can just go back to the tower. It's fine. I feel great about this angle. Nice.
There we go. Let's go.
Easy.
That was good. That was tough. That was it is a tough skip. Thankfully, you know, I've messed around with it. But there is another skip coming up in this next level that is pretty difficult. It's called Lava Boost, and we're going to use it to pretty much skip a 2D section. So the green star is after that section, and it looks really cool. I'm really hoping I get it first try. There is a chance that you fall through the floor, unfortunately,
it's a classic.
which it's like a crazy thing to have happen to you. But I'm excited to see how this will go.
Yeah, this lava boost is again also done in any percent. In the Comet, there's another skip you can do called Behind the Castle and Inside the Castle if you really want to go for that. But those tricks are pretty tricky, and they don't have any use for green stars. So. Yeah, we just do the normal lava boost. This is definitely the easiest of the three that you can do. But it's pretty much like you just hit a lava wall and it gives you a lot of speed. That's how all lava works in this game. As long as you hit a wall and you just keep bouncing, and Luigi will just go flying.
Yeah. So if you've never like watched a speedrun of this game, I would really watch because this is really cool. Does not.
Don't fall through.
Oh, let's go.
Nice.
That was, yeah.
Very cool.
That skip is so sick. It's definitely like a really cool looking skip.
And the triple jump up to the star.
Nice. That was really good. Let's go. Oh, awesome.
Yeah, it's always cool to see that done first try because I've seen people have insane meltdowns to that trick.
That happened to me in a 602 once where I lost 3 minutes to it.
Yep, and also you can just fall through the floor like Hex said. I think the reason for that is like you were like I'm trying to like you're in the air for too long. You're in the air for too long.
So the game has like a fail-safe for if you're falling for too long, it just insta-kills you. And if you are in the air too long for that skip, even when you land, the game doesn't count. So like you do like every time you land from a lava, you do like a little bounce, and then Luigi starts running like out of control. The game only counts you being on the ground after Luigi's done with that out of control part. So the way you don't fall through the floor is you stay in the air just long enough to the point where you can make it and not have that like timeout, that failsafe. But if you do the skip in a way where you're in the air for longer, you'll fall through the floor. Also, that was really cool, by the way.
Dude, that dry bones got destroyed.
Yeah, that dry bones got rolled. And that's the end of World 4. I mean, that was a really good World 4.
Yeah, it was pretty solid.
I'm really happy with that.
There were no deaths except for Supermassive Green Star 3.
Which is intentional. This run has been really good so far.
Coming up on World 5, which is, in my opinion, the most boring part of the run. World 5 has a lot of long, repetitive levels.
It is unfortunate.
Space Storm is pretty cool, though.
Yeah, no, Space Storm is
I
pretty
like
cool.
Space Storm. This first green star here is probably the
Annoying.
hardest one.
Yeah, it is.
There's a strat to do it like really, really fast. I think, is this the first time we see pole stars? I think it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, pole stars work exactly how they did in Galaxy 1. You just, you grab onto them with A. You can actually, in Galaxy 2, you can actually use the B button to grab pole stars. And I prefer doing that because it makes Luigi not jump at the same time. And you can also shoot star bits while you're doing it. It's really nice. Yeah, the really fast strat for this is to, like, grab that first one that Hex did and then, like, wait a little bit and just whip around the edge of the planet. But this is, like, a little bit slower. It's fine.
Let's go.
And it's a lot safer.
Yeah, that was really good.
I think this is the only time we actually use, but this and Melty Monster, like the only time we actually use Pulsar Momentum, which is like launching yourself off a Pulsar to get a lot of distance. It's crazy that they acknowledged that that was a thing, to get 2 green stars. Yeah, that was the only green star in Space Storm 1. We'll be going to the Top Man's Tower ripoff, basically. And yeah, we basically don't even climb the tower in these greens. They're all like on the bottom floor. The first one will be riding a bubble all the way to it. A very, very out there one that you kind of have to just like go for and hope you're in the right bubble. But when you do it long enough, you know exactly which one it is. Yeah, and there's the other one on top of that ledge. And we get a nice buoy base callback. And this level is very similar to buoy base, but the song is the exact same. Best song in Galaxy 1, in my opinion.
That's a very respectable opinion, I feel like.
Gusty Garden, Eat Your Heart Out.
No. If anything, Melty Molten. Oh.
Dude, that's not the correct bubble, man. That's not where the green star is. Heck.
Oh, that was scary.
See, that is the correct bubble.
Okay.
You missed. Now you got it.
Okay, man.
Where are you going? Okay.
Yep. We live. We stay living, as my friend says.
Yeah, we do stay lit.
We do stay living. And then this last green star, I mean, we saw it. It's up on that ledge. And after this, I think I'm going to go to...
You can kind of pick whatever order.
I think I'll just go...
Boo Moon or Right Side Down, really.
I think I go to Boo Moon.
Boo Moon's a very, very repetitive one.
Yeah. There's a skip, though.
There is a skip that we do twice, which is pretty cool. Yeah, World 5 definitely... I think is when the devs started to kind of creatively suffer a bit, because a lot of the levels only have like one unique star, except for Boo Moon, which has an entire second star, but none of the green stars are in there, which is really weird.
Good, that star sucks.
It's like one of the most forgettable stars in the whole game. It's the only time we use the Boo power up, but yeah, it is weird that they didn't put any greens in there. I think there is a ROM hack of this game called the New Green Stars that actually just, I mean, it puts brand new green stars in and replaces the old ones, and some of them are in Boo Moon too, which is pretty neat. Yeah, that's Space Storm.
Space Storm. Yeah, so now we're going to move on to Boo Moon now, and ideally I get the skip every time, but the first green star in Boo Moon, which we're going to end up doing last, is like one of the most annoying stars in the game. I hate it.
Yeah, you got to ride like the snake block all the way to it, and it can be really scary. Yeah, World 5, in terms of the map, is probably like the most open one, because as soon as you beat Space Storm, you unlock every single one of these galaxies. So you can kind of do them in whatever order you want, which is pretty cool. Whereas all the other world maps are just point A to point B. Which, to be honest, I like that. I like point A to point B gameplay. I'm very linear oriented.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, so Boo Moon 3. We're essentially doing the entire level.
Yeah, you can see it right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so what the skip is going to be here is just called Boo Moon 1 skip. We do it twice here. If it was in a 242, it would be 3 times because we do it in Boo Moon 1. Basically what it entails is riding a snake block up to a certain point where the gravity is going to flip, and Hex is going to backtrack onto the snake block, and then after a certain point, the gravity is going to pull him in to the side, and then he's going to long jump off of the snake block and just land in launch star early. It is pretty crazy. It's definitely easier as Luigi, but it's doable with Mario too.
Never noticed a discernible difference.
Yeah, I think Luigi just has an easier time because of his longer long jump.
What?
That's crazy.
Bro.
That's insane.
I thought I was making it for sure. I mean, it's fine. The checkpoint's like right there.
Yeah, it's a pretty quick death. I think it's like your second death in the whole run. That's good.
Yeah, it's not bad.
World 1 and World 5. That's crazy.
Yeah. And they both have been like really short. Well, actually, no. There was Fiery Flotilla.
Oh, right.
But I mean, yeah, I mean, it's chill.
Yeah, wait here, and the gravity switches, and then he just goes. Nice. Now we're on the 2D moon, which is not really 2D. This is actually a 3D object, which is proven by the fact that people have literally fallen behind it before and died. Happened to many people before. When they're trying to get the star chips, they literally just like fall behind the moon and die. It makes no sense. Yeah, this is a pretty creative concept. This whole last planet's like a pop-up book kind of thing. You hit the switch there, and the whole thing just comes up, and we just get up top and launch them to the star.
Nice.
Very good.
Those silver stars are posted up, bro.
They're your homies.
Yeah. What if the real green stars were the silver stars we made along the way?
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Let's get you to bed, Grandpa.
Yeah, Green Star 2 is going to be, I mean, literally saw it. It was on the moon. It's going to be another Blue Moon 1 skip coming in. Yeah, pretty straightforward. I mean, this is what we're talking about. World 5 is when it really starts to get repetitive. Is definitely tough to say new things, but
Yeah.
I think Blue Moon's a decent level. It's a cool concept. It
Yeah.
just gets definitely overused.
It has a very well hidden secret star.
Yep,
I
and
didn't
that's where
even
Green
think
Star
about.
3 is basically.
Yeah.
I think I would prefer Blue Moon over Haunting Halls though.
Really?
It's more open and it's not Long Jump City. And it doesn't require like a stupid cycle for like the pro movement. And it saves like 7 seconds. I'm just mulling over a skill issue, don't worry.
Yeah, I can tell. To be fair, I don't even do that fast cycle, so. Who really has a skill issue here?
Alright, setting up for Blue Moon 1 skip part 2.
Electric Boogaloo.
Nice, very good. And now don't miss a star. Ah! Okay.
We're fine. We're okay.
And yeah, now that the Blue Moon skips are out of the way, we're going on to the last Green Star, which could arguably be considered the hardest one.
No.
Because in the Secret Star, all you have to do is stand on the snake block and just long jump straight to it. It's really, I mean, it's pretty difficult, but it's not nearly as hard as this. For the Green Star, you have to make sure you're keeping up with the snake block the whole time because it's right at the end, and it's farther out than the Secret Star, so you won't be able to make it otherwise. And yeah, if you don't know where the snake block's gonna go, it's pretty tricky. Alright, I guess another little gimmick about Blue Moon is this maze at the start. Blue Moon 1, it's really easy because the launcher is right there. But in Blue Moon 2, there have been people who have literally gotten lost in that maze for like 6 minutes and had to like restart the level.
6 minutes is crazy.
Yeah. Because it doesn't exactly really tell you where to go. Ideally, you like follow the coin trail and that would take you to the pipe. But there's like a hidden door that you have to open by pushing up into it, and people don't really realize that. And that can be really weird.
No Blue Moon 1 skip here. Just because,
yeah,
we'll
you would
see
also
why.
not do it in the Secret Star because of the Comet Medal, and also because there's just no point. I like these ghost guys.
I don't. They look like cotton candy.
Damn, you want to eat a ghost? That's crazy, man.
What would it taste like?
Probably nothing, if I had to guess. Like,
All right, let's give this a shot.
I was going so fast. I was gonna say, slow down a bit. Okay,
Nice.
nice.
Yeah, that's good.
Very good. Yeah, that is it for Blue Moon.
Yeah. Now we're gonna take a detour to Upside Dizzy,
Yeah, this
which
is
is
kind
really
of
fun.
Yeah,
I like Upside
This
Dizzy.
is kind of like the sequel level, the right side
Yeah.
down. Much more difficult, especially the ending section and 90%. Because like, for the most part, it's mainly just up and down gravity just as you go. But the ending is a cycle, where like it's kind of like beat block, where the gravity will change on the beat. Yeah, it's a really tough section to get like a good cycle on. You basically have to have perfect movement the whole time, but thankfully, that's not in greens. This is a very quick level in greens. Because both green stars are like in the first room. You can see the first one coming up. Nope, you can't, never mind. I heard it.
Nope. I pretend I do not see it.
And there's the fire minigame in the back. Where you use the fire flower to break the crates. Not going there. Let's see if you get a nice little boost here. Dude, you missed it. It was right there. Oh, there's another one. Okay.
Yeah, that gravity stuff is really cool. I'm going to do my best to make it so that I could just do the gravity switch and just immediately land in that green star. I think it's been really cool. Hopefully.
Yeah, that's fun to do. Problem is the cutscene skip cycles can be a bit wonky, so we will see if that happens. I guess a neat thing we haven't really mentioned, it hasn't really applied so far to green stars so far, but if something is, like how cycles work in this game, they're not like global. If something is off camera in this game, it doesn't exist. Yeah. That applies to like enemies and like cycles and stuff. So like skipping this cutscene here will basically, it'll make the cycles different, mainly because we don't get a view of the inside at all. Except for like that little split second. Alright, let's see if he gets the boost. Nice. Bum.
Whee! That's cool. And that's Upside Dizzy. It's a really short level. But now we have my least favorite level in the entire Green Stars run. Slip Sand Galaxy.
Wait, okay, you're telling me you like Battle Belt more than Slip Sand.
I just don't like Slip Sand.
That's crazy. Okay. I mean, both do suck, but
Battle Belt, at least you have cool 2-piece strats.
Okay. That's the most copium I've ever heard defending Battle Belt, dude.
Listen, I was looking for something.
Yeah, Slip Sand is like this game's token desert level, basically. It is very repetitive, very boring, and it's also pretty difficult at times. Pretty easy to die. I remember Exprelli, we mentioned him many times. His like first or second 602 he ever did, he had a insane crash out in Slip Sand. He literally spent like 12 minutes on a green star here, I'm pretty sure. It was a long ass time.
Music does bang though.
It wasn't 12 minutes, he died like 12 times. But the problem with Slip Sand is if you die at any point before like the slide, it takes you back to the beginning. This is like one of the most punishing levels if you die. Yeah, this music's very good. One of the best songs in the game. Nice. You know, if you had a 2-player, you could pick up that coin and get your health back.
That momentum is so funny.
Yeah, that's the weird thing about the long jumps in the quicksand is like, if it's moving forward, you can get some crazy speed. But if they're moving backward, then you're going to be very slow. We got some poop chickens here. They're going to try and drop bombs on Hex.
Yeah, that chicken's poop was made in a factory. A bomb factory.
They're bombs.
They're bombs.
You missed a green star, by the way.
Yeah, I'll have to go back for that one.
Okay.
So I'm actually going to get the second one immediately because I feel like I fall off the slide and I get this one so easily.
Yeah, that is kind of a good thing about this is both of these are on the slide, so if you miss this one, you can just go for the third, but it's not too bad.
It ain't that bad.
Now, the third one is a lot more tricky because it's at the very end of the slide, and the camera's not as generous as the beginning. So you have to kind of know where it's like trial and error if you were to do it casually. It's on the very right edge of the slide, at the very end with like a blind camera. So
yeah.
It's one of the most troll green stars in the whole game. Yeah, if you miss it, it's very punishing, to say the least.
I gotta say, this might be the most chill I've ever been during a marathon run. This is vibes.
Yeah, I don't feel like I'm gonna pass out from sleep deprivation. This is
vibes. I hope everyone's enjoying the run that's watching. Galaxy speedrunning, in my opinion, is like I feel like it's slept on in a way. I can see why people wouldn't want to do it, but I think that like it has a lot of really great qualities, and I think it's just also like what?
This game has great quality.
Yeah.
It's so fun.
Never mind, I take back what I said. No, but it's a really chill speedrun, and like people say that it's like easy to get good at, they don't know what they're talking about.
It's pretty easy. Like,
but you know, like it really, like, you know, you're not going to be able to pick up this game and instantly be good at it.
I did. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
So I don't know. I think that's like something cool about Galaxy.
No, I'm a contrarian. I just like to shit on Galaxy, but Galaxy 2, in my opinion, at the very least, is a very good speed game.
Yeah.
I love Galaxy 2. Not the biggest fan of Galaxy 1, but I know a lot of people are, so.
I am. I love Galaxy 1. But I think I like Galaxy 1 and Galaxy 2 in their own rights. Like, there's definitely, like, pluses and minuses to both.
Debatable. But I see, I get what you're coming from.
Yeah, 2P strats in Galaxy 1 are sick.
Yeah, I mean, Galaxy 1 definitely is easier, so it's much more accessible to, like, newcomers. But I think Galaxy 2 just, in the long... Hold down, by the way. You're going very slow on this slide. Thank you. You're still not doing it. That's crazy, man.
For some reason, when I hold down here, I get crushed.
They literally move... Okay, I'm not even gonna...
Like,
not even gonna
it
bother.
affects my
This
turning
guy.
rate. Also, I like knowing when to
There you go.
If you hold down, the timing for when to grab the green star is different. So I just make it consistent.
It's just when the guys go away.
Not always.
Okay. Whatever you say, buddy. Yeah, we have one more green star left. This one is not on the slide. It's down the sand fall.
Yeah. We're gonna do an interesting long jump. We're gonna weave between two spiky plants to get to long jump to the green star. It's a really silly strat.
Yeah, this one's definitely much shorter than the others. You have to climb all the way up. The long jump out of the quicksand does seem a bit scary at times because, like, you're moving so slow. But thankfully, as long as you still have, like, momentum, you'll be fine. Long jumps are very forgiving in quicksand. Also, we passed 200 stars.
Yeah, let's
That's
go.
neat. Only 40 left until 242.
Ugh.
If we get the perfect run incentive.
Yes, true. We do need to get the perfect run incentive.
Raised a decent amount for it. I think about $120, ironically,
Yeah, it's not bad.
so far.
Oh my god.
That's like $1 per star, dude. Some more long jumps here. Get the poop chickens out of the way. Alright, and then we're gonna go between these two plants after killing this dude and that guy. That's really mean. Uh-oh! Okay.
Bro. Uh-oh. Bro, it was never that close. No, but yeah, I mean, that's Slip Sand. I'm glad just to be done with Slip Sand. Unfortunately, we're not done with my least favorite green star in the run. That'll be coming up at the end of World 5.
Yeah, are you doing Shiver Burn or Fleet Glide next?
I think I'm going Fleet Glide after this. Which we get to hear the best track in the game.
Debatable.
Fleet Glide,
But
the music
respectable
is
take.
so good.
Respectable take. It is a very good song. And this one, we don't actually have to skip any tutorials. We can just say, yes, I want to fly with my good friend Fluzzard.
But yeah, so I'm actually not going to grab the second star. I'm actually going to get the first star. The first star is the most sorry excuse for a green star in this game.
It's like the hardest star in the game.
Yeah, this is also really hard. Like, I don't know why the devs put this in.
It's right there.
Yeah, so we're going to talk to this guy, this yapper right here. And I'm just going to take a sec. How you doing today, Oddme? Hope you're doing good.
Bro, why are you looking away? It's right there.
I don't know.
Dude, oh my,
oh my god.
Wait. That was crazy.
Huh? Oh my god.
Yeah, you just hold down and you get that. It's fun. It's a funny star. I've missed it before.
It's demoralizing.
I have missed that star before, and I crashed out pretty hard.
It is crash out worthy material. Don't worry though, we'll get to hear the epic music for a little while longer now.
Bum bum bum
bum bum bum bum bum.
Yeah, this star is like you actually do gotta fly like towards the end. It's like behind some falling debris. It's pretty cool. I like Fleet Glide. It's a creative level.
Oh no.
You're so dumb.
Well,
that's our first cutscene time loss. Welcome to the cinema. The 15-second long cinema.
Okay, we're back to the gameplay.
No, we're not. Now we are. And now we're gone again. So we gotta talk to Mr. Yapper over here. That's Hex.
No!
Oh my god, he's fumbling all over the place. Can you talk to the bird?
No, I had to jump on his head for being such a yapper.
That's wild.
The HexSpeedruns bird.
Nah.
All right, epic music coming in.
Shout out to those blargs. You could call them melty monsters, if you will.
Bum, bum.
I'm gonna do a nice little corkscrew around here. Yeah, the normal route for this star would be to go through the gates that Hex has been passing. And you need to get through all 5 of them to get the Comet Medal, or else you have to redo basically the entire level. The gates are pretty tough casually, but in a speedrun, it's honestly not too bad. But we don't need to worry about them because the green star's coming up very soon. Damage boost there to get a lot of height. Because without that damage boost, we can still make it. It would just be very slow. There we go.
Nice.
And that is it for Fluzzard. Never going to see him again. Unfortunate. Now we get to go to Shiverburn, which Shiverburn 1, the normal star, in my opinion, is the hardest star in the game.
Yeah, that's fair.
At least in the run. Because it has insanely difficult strats and a really hard boss fight.
Thankfully, we're not doing it.
Yeah, the green stars are much, much easier.
We do have to, so the first green star, we need to bring a cloud all the way to the end, like all the way to the midpoint of the level, and that can be kind of rough because you can't spin. It effectively takes away your recovery ability, kind of like the floodless levels, except not as like intense. But
Yeah.
it's always nerve-wracking.
Yeah, and thankfully there is a skip that we can do to like it basically takes us behind the spawn point and to the next part of the level. There's Prince Bacante. We do not fight him here. The son of King Caliente from Galaxy 1.
Is that canonically correct?
I mean, I hope it is. Bro's a prince, and he's also a squid, like his father, who is a king and a squid. I know my lore.
It's like Splatoon, where you're a kid, then you're a squid.
Okay.
All right. I left that platform there just so I can use it to have all 3 clouds.
Yeah, if you accidentally hit that platform, you can technically make it back with that momentum long jump that you saw Hex get, but it's kind of wonky on the mechanical platforms. Yeah, there's no death plane here for some reason. Actually, if you long jump into that giant starbit crystal, the Hex passed, it actually plays out as if you hit it in the launch star, where like the starbits will start. Where are you going? Where are you going? Dude.
Wait, I can just back this up.
Yeah, just get the other one. Bro's trying to get the Comet Medal. That's crazy. Oh my god.
Okay, I was like panicking, and then I'm like, wait, that's just not bad.
We're wanting to get the Comet Medal that he already
So
got.
bad.
That's crazy.
I defaulted there to any %/242 muscle memory, unfortunately, but it's not that big of a deal.
It's alright.
It's alright.
But yeah, that skip's really easy with the clouds there because it like. Especially with Luigi, but even with Mario, it's not that hard. We got $5 from Epic Crossover.
Ooh, thank you, Crossover.
Ami bashing Hex was not something I expected. I literally do this all the time.
This is
like
par for the course.
It's our banter, bro. All right. Yeah, don't hit that. Now we're gonna go back again. Go for the skip, and this time you will go straight into the launch star.
Yes.
And make sure not to ice skate when you get there.
Oh, the cycles are different.
Ah, it's fine. The meteor cycles will be fine too.
You don't want to spin too early there, because if you spin too early, you'll use your cloud.
Yep.
And it is demoralizing when that happens.
Oh, okay.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, that one's a tough one. Thankfully, it's done now. But you can see why that one's scary.
Yeah. It can be tough, especially the casual route, because you got to go all the way around that first planet and then take a launch star and then go like up the intended way through the planet that Hex skipped to, and it's it's a lot. 420 starbits.
420, let's go.
Nice. That's the funny number. And then the last green star here, we actually get to see the planet turn to ice, because the last green star is actually inside the volcano in the center of the level, and you cannot get it because the lava will just shoot you backwards and kill you instantly. But if you turn the planet to ice by hitting a switch, it will open up. You can kind of see it glow in there, spinning around inside the volcano. Use some clouds. Very relaxing movement. And he's back above a frozen volcano. Very nice.
Let's go.
All right, and now it is time for
Boom
Bunker.
This level. Okay, so this level features my least favorite green star in the game, and I genuinely want to know what the devs were smoking when they made this. Like, the green star, usually it's put in a location that's not too far off. It's something that requires exploration, maybe a little bit of advanced knowledge of the level. But this one is just downright stupid, and you'll see why.
Yeah, so the main gimmick of Boom Bunker is cannons. Cannons have been like in most Mario games. However, in Galaxy, instead of using like the control stick to aim them, like in Mario 64, you use the motion controls, which theoretically is really nice. I like gyro controls for aiming. However, the green star here that Hex is going for, there is actually one, green star 1's also in a cannon, but its hitbox is pretty big, so it's not really too hard at all. The second one is literally on a death plane.
Yeah.
You have to shoot out extremely far out of a cannon, and if you, like the second you miss it, you're gonna die. And because of that, its hitbox is so small, you can miss it by like a fingertip, and you will still die. And
there's times where it even look like you'll just go straight through the star.
yeah, it's really annoying. And a strat that I do along with some other people is I actually use 2 hands to aim the cannon.
Oh, I do that as well.
Because it's like, especially if you're on like a really good run, your hands can get like shaky. It's really terrifying. Yeah, let's see if you can get it first try. It is one of the hardest ones.
Okay. Yeah, the green star is over here. That scares me.
Maybe.
Yeah, there's no way.
That's.
Yeah.
I think you're a little like your aiming was like a little too far like in the
Yeah.
center. You gotta like aim it a bit more left, I think.
If you miss it once, it's not that big of a deal. But anything. Okay. That
Bomb.
that should work if I'm not mistaken. Actually, I don't know,
That's crazy,
bro.
That's
I'm telling you, this is why it's my least favorite star.
crazy. Just go more left.
Yeah.
That's gotta work.
Okay, if this does not work, I don't know. Okay,
Yay.
thank God. I don't even get mad at that because it just feels random. But, you know, it is what it is.
Yeah, quite the stupid star. With
Yeah.
the first one is literally free by comparison, which
Yeah.
is hilarious. Hitbox is much bigger.
Honestly, this run has gone well enough. Like, I'm not even upset by that.
Yeah,
I
mean,
can't even be
that's
upset.
like 2 deaths
Yeah.
on top of what, like 4 that you've had total.
Yeah. But all of them have been like really quick deaths, which is nice.
Yeah, those have probably been the most punishing so far. Sorry, Captain Toad.
Now he's chill with it.
Yeah, the first green star is literally in this cannon. It's right on top of the bullseye. Very quick. Dude, you're fine. You literally cannot miss this one.
Okay.
See?
My hand like twitched at the last second.
It what?
No. My hand twitched.
All right, we're done with World
And
5.
Thank God. I mean, can we just get a clap for being done with World 5?
Yay. Now we get to go to World 6, which is also boring. Sort of.
No, World 6 is cool.
It's not nearly as bad as World
Nah.
5, but it can have its slow moments for sure. We start off with Melty Monster, though. Pretty cool.
Yeah.
You should do Green Star 3 first.
That's what I'm going to do.
Are you gonna do the funny camera strat?
I don't think
with
so.
the bounce.
I think that the casual strat is arguably a little more cool.
You're just gonna blind it, or like blind shot it. That's crazy.
No,
Or are you gonna lose the rock?
I'm gonna lose the rock.
That's crazy.
No, so this green star is really annoying. It's really freaking annoying because it's like you have to hit these bumpers and it's like off the edge.
Yeah, so the casual way of doing this, how they intend you to get this star, is to basically just roll off the edge and fall into it. And the camera is your worst enemy along with the rock controls here because like you can't really see where you're going and you gotta just fall off. There is a better way of doing it where you like press the D-pad to like turn the camera a bit, and that makes it a lot easier to grab. But there is a slower but very safe strat where you take the rock to the very end of the level and you actually break it on a very conveniently placed block that is right next to the normal star. Hopefully he doesn't get the normal star because that'd be really bad.
Yeah, I hope not.
But yeah, you break the rock mushroom, or you break just the rock that you were in, and you just long jump to the star. Much easier, but it does save a lot of time to do the normal strat. Oh my god. I hate these dudes. Dude! Oh my, chill, man. It's okay.
Bro.
We're good. There we go.
Oh my god.
That was so scary. Yeah, that's really scary because you don't really have a risk of dying there, but you have a risk of grabbing the star, which is,
in my opinion, is worse.
Way worse.
Okay, thank God.
You're gonna miss that.
That was, bro. My hands were sweating after that. I was playing with fire there.
Yeah, that's a really scary star.
But that's done. That's a big worry of mine in this world. But oh
now,
my god.
The rest of the Melty Monster greens are not too hard.
Yeah, they're
Green,
pretty
Green
chill.
Star 2 is like a pretty tough cycle you can make, but it's not the end of the world if you don't make it. And then Green Star 1, we actually get to use Pulsar Momentum again to launch ourselves into it. It's arguably, very debatably, more difficult than Space Storm.
No,
but
I
it's
wouldn't
because
say
you
so.
you have to launch yourself way higher, but there's no launch star in your path, so. I'm gonna get that one first because of cycles.
Yeah. I'm gonna be so real. When I was bouncing, I thought I was gonna grab this. I thought I was gonna grab the regular star.
Oh, I did too. I mean, once you like just kept doing it and you refused to hit the block.
I tried it in the block.
Bro
but
is trying.
The rock just goes wherever it wants. If it hits a banister, is it a banister? I don't freaking know. If it hits the freaking barrier, I think that's what I was looking for.
Hold.
Hang on.
Oh, it's probably gonna just like, drop. Nearly avoiding the blargs.
Let's go.
Nice.
Yeah. You literally like it feels like you lose all your control. Like it'll bounce you in any direction that it chooses. Like I mean, you saw when before I even got into that like ring, I hit the freaking ramp at a neutral stick and I just like went up in the air like a parabola.
Yeah, there have been multiple clips of people hitting that specific bumper that launched them, and they go like super high up in the sky and they just roll off the edge. It's so dumb.
Yeah.
That's why zigzag skip is worth it.
I don't know about that one on me.
It's easier, I swear. All right, now we get the final green star here. Pretty straightforward. We get to see more of the level, which is nice. The actual Melty Monster part of the level, because the rolling section, I don't know why it's in this level. It has like nothing to do with this. I guess it was like the melted like molten rock or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Fun fact about this, there's actually a pipe that takes you to a secret star with my boy the chimp. And if you leave that area after going back in and you go in the first person, you can see like the giant space dome where his minigame takes place from the outside. It's creepy. The dome, the chimp has its own dimension, man.
Dude, I mean, can you blame them?
He's so cool. I'm gonna get a life shroom here. Avoid that Octumba. You should take in one more bounce.
Nah. Oh. The music for this level goes crazy.
Yeah, ideally you can like backflip up that wall and just get to this tornado. However, it's kind of scary because if you hit the ledge, you'll just get a lava boost and you'll go flying, and it's terrifying.
Okay, there we go. We're done with
Melty Monster.
Melting Monster, but we are going on to Clockwork Ruins, which is equally as hard.
You're not doing Flash Black?
Not first.
It's faster. Do it.
It is?
Yes, it's faster.
I can do it then.
It's faster. This route has been a thing since like 2018.
I'm not letting Omni peer pressure me.
That's crazy. You're gonna lose like 10 seconds, man.
Yeah, okay.
Nah.
I'm not letting Omni peer pressure me. I also just want to get this one out of the way.
Funny kicks?
I'll try them, but I doubt it.
$2 more from Link Arf.
Oh, Link Arf, thank you for the $2.
Wouldn't be a hex speedrun without a math reference.
Yup.
God.
Shout outs Parabolas. Gotta be one of my favorite graph equations.
Yeah, Clockwork Ruins is another very long level. This basically, we're playing the entire level here to get this green star. We return to the banger Slip Sand music, which is good. I think it fits this level more.
Me too.
I actually like this level quite a bit, but it is really, really hard. Especially the purple coins, but we don't see those here.
Oh, thank you.
So yeah, we're gonna do the first green star immediately because the cycles will be way better for 2 and 3. But yeah, so green star 3 is there's a strat at the end that's called the funny kicks, and basically what it is you ride the elevator up to the top and use a lot of boosted height from it to you just get a lot of height, and you do 2 like diagonal wall kicks, which you normally should not be able to do. You get like 4 wall kicks or something, and it takes you up like the very top where you're not supposed to be, and you can just long jump straight to the star. It's really crazy. $5 from Icy Core.
Oh, Icy.
Omni is so funny, guys. This guy might be the greatest commentator of all time. Can the whole audience give him a round of applause?
Yeah.
I swear that was from Icy, not me, guys. I swear. I did not pay him to do
Omni,
that.
get off your freaking alt and donate on your main,
Guys,
bro.
get him. Yeah, shouts to Icy. One of the goats, for sure. Who's also going to be in the Mario Kart Wii Item Rain race tomorrow, basically tomorrow at midnight, Friday. That's going to be really fun. Yeah, Clockwork Ruins is pretty cool. I like this section quite a bit. You wall kick like up the top of this. Normally you're supposed to like go all the way around and stuff like that, but when we hit this key, we have to make our way back down to this Luma that gets unlocked after hitting that switch. And it switches the gravity, and basically whole parts of the maze just like go crashing out. They crash out. And then you just long jump over here and free the Luma.
Oh. Yeah, this ending, we're going to be able to do some maneuvering around these cog wheels.
The cog wheels. And normally there would be a comment medal right there. You can actually see it, but it's silver, so we don't need to get it.
Good. That comment medal is...
It's so bad.
Yeah.
It's like one of the worst. That one and Grandmaster. That comment medal is evil. Just gonna be climbing up here. Where are you going? I thought you were taking the intended route.
No. All right, here's silly kicks. I don't really ever do them, but I'll try.
Just mash A for every wall kick. Surely you'll get him. Nah.
No.
You're actually pretty close.
It was worth it. It was worth it.
Yeah.
It was worth a try.
Yeah, the good thing about them is if you fail them, like you can just do this, which is nice. It's definitely faster to do this than riding the elevator again. So yeah, this green star is actually farther out than the normal star is, so we have to ride this wheel like pretty much all the way to the end and a long jump at the right time. It can be kind of scary. Oh my god. Depth perception.
No sweat.
Okay, you were sweating, bro. I knew you were.
Whoa. No sweat.
Hey, question for the runner from Hasfar. How
Yeah.
do you feel about block tuna?
Fish on that thing.
Okay. One more in Clockwork Ruins. Yep. It's in the maze that crashes out. Except we don't actually make it crash out. We just go up top. It's really easy.
And then after this, we have everybody's favorite star.
No. We don't gotta run the bit just yet. We gotta get there.
Oh wait, we have throwback after this, don't we?
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Oh,
Throwback
I was
is-
thinking Battle Belt.
Throwback is the bit. Battle Belt is a bit in of itself, and the bit is that's boring as hell. I might just like take a nap during that.
Down.
Yeah, this star, pretty basic. We just climb up to the top of the maze and long jump to it. I have actually missed this star before. Galactic, who's a very, very good Galaxy 2 runner, had world record in greens. He made up some absurd movement that like goes along the bottom path of this maze instead of going up here, and it's quite a bit faster, but it is really hard. Shoutouts to Stick.
My goat, my man.
There we go. So yeah, next up, all the SM64 people are gonna love this place.
SM64 runners.
We got Throwback Galaxy, which is based off Whomp's Fortress. I love Whomps. Are you gonna do cannonless?
Yeah, I'll do my best. Well, we are not gonna take a cannon, so.
Okay. Yeah, they really went all out for this remake because like it's almost like it takes place in the future after Whomps happened, because like the cannon, like the wall that you blast away with the cannon, is already blasted off. Like, dude, the continuity is crazy, and it's like if Mario already took the Wild Blue Star because they have a Comet Medal there instead, and then like there's a new Whomp King. Like, dude, they went pretty baller on this.
Yeah. It's pretty cool.
It's alright.
Funny thing is, this is how I learned what the word throwback meant. Because throwback was a vocab word I had in 4th grade, and I never knew what it meant.
Okay.
But once they explained what it meant to me, they being my teacher, I made the connection because I knew that this level was in SM64.
Did you not know about Throwback Thursdays?
No.
That's crazy.
Bro, it was 4th grade.
Well, you didn't have a Throwback Thursday at 3rd grade?
No.
Yeah, that pole with the 1-up on top, that's an homage to Mario 64, which also has a 1-up when you get to the top of that pole. It's really cool.
Yeah. Honestly, like the green stars in World 6, you said it's boring. I don't think it's that bad.
I don't know. I think Clockwork definitely gets tedious, and then of course we have the 1 after.
Yeah, fair enough.
The next green star here is gonna be it's gonna be like in like an alcove that you would normally die if you fell down, but not too bad. You can just homing ground pound it if you really want to be safe, but it's pretty easy to get. Also, the remix of Whomps is so good.
It is really good. I could play this on trombone, actually.
Yeah, when I was younger, I knew what throwback meant, and I actually thought that Flash Black Galaxy is supposed to be flashback. And I was like, dude, why didn't they like pick Bob-omb Battlefield for flashback? What is this? That's not an old level.
Oh my god.
I could not read. I'm kidding. I could read a little. I just didn't notice the L. So I took an L.
Oh my god. I was thinking about trying to segue that, but nah.
Yeah, the final green star here is going to be in star number 2, which actually lets us use the Cloud Flower in Whomps, which is pretty hype. It's also a silver star mission, which is cool. Bit of an homage to Mario 64 DS, which did not have silver stars in Whomps, but 64 DS actually introduced silver stars. It was the first game to do them, not Galaxy. I know my lore.
There isn't really much to say about this star. It's just kind of out over yonder.
You gotta wander over yonder to reach it.
But wasn't that a Disney Channel show?
Yep. And it got canceled after like a season.
It sounds like ass.
That's crazy.
Oh.
Hop off my boy Wander. Dude, you're losing to the ghost. That's insane.
No. Die.
Yeah, one neat little thing about this game is after you unlock Luigi, once you beat a level with him, it actually like unlocks a time trial ghost for you to race, and they take some interesting routes, to say the least.
Oh, let's go.
That was sick.
All right, yeah, no, now after this, Battle Belt time. So what I'm going to do is while we're in Battle Belt, we're going to, in our heads, make a tier list of cereals.
Okay.
So if anybody, Oddme or even anyone from the crowd wants to like shout out a cereal, we'll talk about.
Crowd.
Stop. We'll talk about like where it is. Do you want to start off? Let's start off. I mean, okay.
I already have the best. Like I don't even need to make a tier list 'cause I know what the best one is.
What's the best one?
Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
No.
It just is.
What if I told you Frosted Flakes are better?
Nope. Nope.
Really?
Nope. Wait. Okay. Before we establish this, do you eat your cereal with or without milk?
Dry.
Okay. So Cinnamon Toast Crunch is the best.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, okay. I'm trying. I was trying to find like a point to contest, but no.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch with milk is disgusting.
It is.
But without it's so peak.
Dude, it's like. I don't even know how to describe
Sometimes
it.
I eat it with my hands because I like the cinnamon being on my fingers, and I wash it all off. It goes crazy. I'm weird, but it's so fun to do that.
Bro. Askers. No, that's valid.
Okay, I know my good friend Emerald, who sadly could not be here this week. He's a Lucky Charms hater, and I don't understand. Are you Lucky Charms hater?
No, I love Lucky Charms.
Exactly. They're goated. He's like the only person I know that doesn't like them. He thinks the marshmallows taste like nails on a chalkboard.
What?
They have like a weird sound that they make when you eat them, apparently.
No, I wanted that one up.
Oh no, whatever will you do without your 1-up? Dude, those Goombas got annihilated. They got demolished.
They got demolished.
They didn't get out of your sight, so you demolished them.
I can still see you, Mini-Me.
Shouts to Whiplash.
Yeah.
Insane movie. Dude, the green star. Okay. He's so blind.
We're not aiming for the green star.
Okay. Yo, any stem heads?
Stop.
This is the stem head planet. I love stem head. Like those Goombas that you killed, they were stem heads.
They were.
And you removed the stem. That's crazy. Yeah, this planet, pretty straightforward. A lot of these planets are actually kind of inspired by Galaxy 1. Like the next one coming up is like the dot of the question mark from Gusty Garden, which is pretty neat.
It has the weed on it.
Yeah. This one doesn't have. Oh wait, it does. It has like smaller weeds.
This room sucks.
Or recycle. Here we go. Tick, tick. You're so bad.
Okay. Wait. Okay, we're good.
That's so cheating. You're actually cheating, dude. That's crazy.
This is what people say when they say 2P is cheating.
Okay.
This is what they mean.
I've seen so many clips of people like being like they get hit on 1 health and they're supposed to die, but they land into a coin on that specific section and they live. That's the definition of nah, I'd live. All right, it's first green star.
Yeah, so we did all that for 1 green star, and we have to do that level again, but like it gets incrementally smaller. So we're not doing as much this time, but still.
Yeah, the scary thing about the second green star is if you like give in to muscle memory and like kill those mole guys and get the key, you actually can't get it. You can't get that green star. It's so much higher up than the other one for some reason. Hi, Lubba.
Hi, Lubba.
We haven't really talked about Lubba. He's an idiot. He's a purple idiot.
Dude, he's my goat, though.
Does this file have the cutscene? Can you do purple idiot skip?
I don't think so.
You gotta do it anyway.
I will.
Because it's the goat skip. It's found by the goat. Whoever that is. Dude, I swear, this guy's always on Battle Belt Galaxy. I was just AFK for an hour and a half, and he is still here. Yep, 220 whatever stars. Does he ever make it past this level?
Ain't no way.
All right, one like alternate thing that can happen is if Hex runs out of the Fire Flower here and doesn't like kill the stem head Goombas fast enough, then it might be faster to just get Green Star 1. But I guess not, because that crab decided to be a homie and just be like, I got you, and he burned alive.
Nah, I die.
Nah, I die. And there go the stem heads once again in the stem head planet.
Oh. Whoa.
That was bonkers.
Wait, bro, I'm getting so lucky.
Dude, this would be a gold pace.
No,
probably be gold pace.
Because of the last star wasn't great.
What, do you not do individual star splits for green?
Oh, I do. You're right. Never mind.
Exactly. Exactly. Okay. The booze inside the stem head. Wait, I just realized you're not doing the Expelliarm 3.
Nah.
That's crazy.
I have never hit it.
So basically what Expelliarm 3 is as soon as you get out of the pipe there, you just do a side flip and you spin and you go all the way to the Sling Star. It's so cool and it saves so much time. Shouts to Expelli. For definitely finding all these. That's Green Star 2.
Nice.
Next one is like not that long.
Yeah, it's not
It's
that
probably
bad.
like a minute and a half.
It is what we call nonsensical.
Okay, just make up words. All right.
Yep.
Oh, we're almost done, and then we get to go to my favorite galaxy. I'm not kidding, by the way. Slimy Spring is my favorite. It's so chill. It's not like Battle
I'm
Belt
going
boring.
to Flash Black first.
That's crazy. You're just a scammer.
Yeah, get baited.
Okay.
Oh, I have to get ready. Just reading chat messages. Shout out to all the people who pulled up, though. Seriously, I'm glad that a decent amount of people, more than I expected, wanted to watch this run. So you are all the real MVPs.
Dude, that triple was crazy. Yeah, it definitely does help. This is like a pretty good time slot, too.
Oh.
8 p.m. Pretty goated. Better than 1 a.m. for a 5.5-hour run, that's for sure.
That was something, yeah.
Oh my god. Dude, I was actually delusional during that run. My commentary, if you guys go back and watch that run, like if you want to, I was saying just random things, man. I'm way more like coherent during this run. Way more awake. Alright, and we go visit the stem heads one last time. Goodbye, Battle Belt. Only took like 8 minutes.
Yeah, it's not a fun level.
And now we go to Flash Black, which is more music-based gameplay, which is pretty cool. Ba-bum. Ba-bum. I do wonder what pace this is on.
Yeah, me too.
It's pretty decent run. Besides like the death.
Maybe sub 315, maybe.
Maybe sub 3.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's the last world after all. It's World 6, right?
Yep. Totally.
But no, I mean, this run's been, more than what I could have asked for, so really cool. Obviously, we still have parts of the run left, but...
I'm going to go for Torch Boost.
No.
That's crazy. Actually, I respect it, because I was on the anti-Torch Boost agenda for a while, and Talon2461, he always went for it just to spite me. And he always get it, too. But the one time he didn't get it, I popped off in his chat. I laughed at him.
Dude, you are a hater.
But now I do it, so. We actually get to see the blimp this time. Yoshi inflation. Don't Google that.
Wow.
Yeah, this is basically just the entire level. You just fly with Yoshi. Welcome back. Now here we have to do a nice little infinite flutter all the way to the star.
Seems like going off to the side a little bit.
You're fine. If you get hit by an Angry Bird again and die, I will laugh.
No!
That's insane. Okay, at least it wasn't to a freaking Angry Bird, but that is still hilarious.
Oh, I have to long jump
Now
now.
you have Yoshi. Oh my god.
That's fine.
Dude, I can't see. It's almost like this is the gimmick of the level. Ugh. I could tell you're hesitating. Bro's taking the birds with him.
Yeah. Oh my god.
My team went crazy.
Well, yeah, it's fine. Every run has like a silly death here and there.
Yeah, fun fact, the 242 world record, one of the most optimized speedruns probably ever, died in Mario Squared Green Star 1.
There's no way.
Lost like 30 seconds right at the end.
All right, one more here, and then we're outie. We're outie.
Yeah, this one we pretty much just fly up to the end with Limp
Yeah.
Yoshi. Pretty simple and straightforward. Then we go to Slimy Spring. I
Bro, it's
love
not-
Slimy Spring.
Oh my god.
It's so relaxing, bro. It's like the calm before the storm, you know? Like after you do Slimy Spring, greens, and a 602, it's like, all right, now we got all the intense things coming up. And after you do it in any percent, you do all these like comets and crap. It's always hype. And also, it has like the most... What are you doing, man? You good?
Yep.
Yeah, you always do like... It has like the most beautiful 480p backdrop of a sunset I've ever seen in gaming. Like, Slimy Spring is gorgeous.
Definitely trying to grab the freaking.
Bro was doing tricks on that flower.
I was, bro.
With his tongue.
Don't, bro. That is insane. No, I'm so used to greens taking forever because this is the last part of the 602. So I'm so used to it feeling like an eternity, which means this run for me has gone by like really fast, and I'm really surprised because it felt like I just started. When I was in World 1, I'm like, okay, this run's gonna be a long one. Now we're like literally at the end of the run, and it's like, oh my god, that went by really fast.
Yeah, it's definitely gone by fast. I mean, the run you did last pace, that was like the longest 5 hours of my life.
Yeah.
Oh god, that was insane. I don't think I'll ever be that tired again. Like, I've done so many 602s. Yeah, we're going to Slimy Spring now. This whole level is basically just an auto-scroller, a glorified one. Like, you just ride a shell to the end. It's got such nice music, though. I love this song. Boop, 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 boop. Oh, we got this big jump.
Oh.
Wow, that's crazy. That's why you just gotta tap the A button.
Yeah.
Coinless. That's crazy. You're losing so much time.
Yep.
I do it coinless, because I'm the GOAT. Yeah, the second green star, which is the first one we're getting, is probably one of the most well-hidden ones, because once you exit out this first part of the cave, you get into a launch star, and your first instinct is to just, take it and get to the next section right away. What they don't show you is that there is a green star hiding out, like, in a little alcove, and you have to just get into the launch star and then drop down from it and run to the green star. It's ridiculous. Go past these urchins.
Why am I locked in for Slimy Spring?
Because it's the GOAT. It's such a good level, man. Like, all the times people would ask me what my favorite Galaxy 2 level is, I genuinely didn't have an answer. Because I was like, oh, dude, all levels are so good. And then the more I thought about it, I was like, wait. Slimy Spring kind of cooks.
It does. So that was the first green star. And the next one, like we said, is right behind a pillar.
Yeah, it's very simple. It's a simpleton's green star, if you will.
Oh my god.
Are we getting close, man? World
We
S
are.
is like really quick,
Yeah,
too.
World S goes by. It's like 20 minutes.
Honestly, maybe it's just me. I think we're on pretty good pace. I think you should do Grandmaster for fun. For the fans.
I mean, I can. I'll probably just boot into a completed file so I don't have to do.
Yeah, we don't have to do Grandmaster 1.
Yeah.
That's lame.
Give it a try.
But yeah, I mean, it definitely looks like we'll finish ahead of estimate. So, perfect run's like 4 minutes or something. We'll see though. If you choke in World S. There you go. Boop. Lock in. Such riveting and entertaining gameplay from
I'm saying.
HexSpeedruns. Dude, what's that sparkly thing? It's a green star. Oh my god.
Ah!
That's crazy.
Oh, let's go.
I almost drowned to that green star once.
Really? Had to bump the star just a tad.
And now we go to Galaxy Generator, the final Bowser level. We don't get to fight Bowser or watch the credits at all, so it's really anticlimactic, like just doing the green stars here and then just still going afterward. But that's a cursed coin number.
No way.
Wait, 666 coins and 444 star bits.
That's crazy.
Okay, skip. Dude, he did it. That was the craziest skip ever. That was the best skip. So what that did, whether this file has it or not, doesn't really matter. That space that Hex skipped over right before Bowser has a cutscene on it where Lubba's like, guess what? It's time for the final battle. Get ready, Mario. And then, yeah, it wastes like 33 seconds. I found out in 2015, while just practicing the game, that if you click on the level with the Wii Remote instead of moving with the control stick, you just skip over that space and you don't watch the cutscene. I discovered it just off pure accident and been like, I wonder if you can do this. And then we decided to call it Purple Idiot Skip because it skips a Lubba cutscene. Yeah, it's crazy how that skip went completely undiscovered for 5 years. Like, it's so wild. My best contribution to this game.
Music though, here goes crazy.
This is a very good song. I like this way more than Galaxy Reactor.
No, I like Galaxy Reactor though.
Good. I mean, it's a good song, but this
I get it.
This destroys it. Taking damage there to get rid of the drill. It's a very, very complicated level too. It's like definitely one of the hardest levels to get like really good at. One little neat thing here is if you go like very far left when going into that launch star, it actually gives you better cycles on these platforms.
What?
Yeah, it's ridiculous what goes in the Galaxy Generator.
Why?
Because, I don't know, they just go off screen a little.
What?
Huh?
Yeah, it's something.
Goodbye, Dry Bones. Cloud side flip. Aww. Yeah, there is one little piece of tech with the Cloud Flower we didn't go over yet. Cloud side flips. If you do a Cloud cancel and then like just side flip really quickly, you get a lot of speed, and it's a lot faster than just doing like constant backflips with Cloud. But they are very precise. Like if you do them too quick, then you will do a frame perfect ground pound, and if you do them too slow, then you'll just do a Cloud cancel. That lag was insane.
Yeah.
Luma lagged the screen to oblivion. Yeah, this star, you basically need a Cloud to get it. However, you can get it with Yoshi, even without infinite fluttering. Because this bridge has really weird momentum properties. Like, if you just run off it with Yoshi and start fluttering, you get a lot of speed. And then you just dismount him and grab the star. But ideally, the backup would be infinite flutter.
Yeah.
Yeah, now it's time for the final star in World 6. There is a funny strat you can do here called Torch Boost, where you do the Lava Boost hexed at the start, and then you look in the first person so that torches are ready to like fire the fireball, and then you get out of first person so it's the cycle's like dead, and then you do a homing ground pound on top of it, and it shoots you into the star. But it's really hard. The intended way is like 7 seconds slower, so it's not too big a deal. You just take the
puff.
You take the puff and you fly down to it. There is another strat where you go over to the life shroom and you just like bounce in the lava all the way down to the star.
What?
I don't think it's like that much faster. I think Silver did it.
That's fine.
I only know like one person who did it. But yeah, you don't really need coins for this unless you were going for Torch Boost. That was insane. Yeah, those fireballs shooting up are what you would use to get yourself into the star, but just take a nice, slow, fluffy ride.
Nice.
Yay, World 6 is done.
World 6 is finished.
Now we get to finish off with World S, by far the most linear part of the entire game. This, honestly, World S, a lot of people say it's really lazy because a lot of it's just rehashing things. I like to think it's more of like an homage like to past Mario games, because like literally the first galaxy we go to in World S is from Toy Time in Galaxy 1. It's Mario Squared, which is just a giant 8-bit Mario. This is like the final planet in Toy Time Galaxy Star 2. Mario meets Mario, or Luigi meets Mario. And yeah, it's different. You know, instead of getting silver stars, you paint Mario green. you make him a star basically. But the green stars are very easy here.
Yeah.
They are pathetic. They're both underneath these shrinking platforms. Like one's off to the left and one's off to the right. Not much to really say about Mario Squared. It's just one planet. World S does get very hard though as it goes on. Mario Squared is definitely the easiest part. 2 yellow. Yeah, if you ground pound that right as it's about to go out, your ground pound will actually get stored for like a tiny bit, and Luigi will just shoot right down to the star. It's goofy.
Goofy.
And green star 1, same exact thing. You just go off to the right. Yeah, World S in the context of like a 242 or a 602, it's really when the nerves like kick in.
Yeah.
Like no matter how tired you are in a 602, once you enter World S, like adrenaline just comes pumping.
You know it's go time at that
point. It's ridiculous. Get the 1-up. Go.
Fine.
You might need it. I don't know. That little cinder almost got your ass.
He did. All right, nice. Yep, that's Mario Squared.
Great
Lovely level.
All right. So the next one is probably one of the hardest green stars. Rolling Coaster Green Star 1.
Yeah,
this one is pretty much RNG because it entirely relies on the patterns of the enemies. If he misses it, he can back it up by just getting the second one, which is nice because it's at the very end of the level. However, he missed it again, he will have to take a death. Yeah. So ideally, he just gets the first try. Yeah, this is one of the most frustrating and choke-heavy stars in the entire run because it's right at the end, and there's just sometimes you just can't do anything about the enemies and where they move around.
Should have probably chosen the second star, but it's chill.
You'll remember.
I'll have to remember.
Surely. You can see the green star right there. It's the second one. So we're back to the rolling ball. This one's pretty automated, I'd say, compared to Rolling Masterpiece. Very much like a straight line. We go on Rainbow Road. That Toad, okay, that Toad in Japanese is like fast asleep, but in English, he's like the pun goat. Like on a normal star, he's like stay under control.
Coin, you do it.
And then in the purple coin star, it's like coin, you do it. That's the goat. Hold. Nice, very good.
That was good. That's a tough one.
Yeah. And that's like the last of your worries, kind of. Flip out can be scary.
Yeah.
I would know at the 602 where I almost choked the world record to it.
Flip out Galaxy.
Dude. And yeah, Green Star 2 is basically just playing the entire level. It's very straightforward. However, you need to remember to hold back on the Wiimote because you can have too much speed at the end and just go flying past the Green Star. It's happened to a lot of poor souls.
It has.
I do like that they had a tribute to Mario Kart here in Rainbow Road.
Huh?
Dude!
What?
That was crazy.
What?
I love the Wii sensor bar.
Bro.
This guy still...
There's no way.
This dude still refuses to play on 3D All-Stars, by the way, for Galaxy 1.
I mean, it wouldn't have made a difference here.
Yeah, but you get my point. Like, if you didn't have the sensor bar...
Dude, that is crazy. I cannot believe that just happened.
Such, like, Stone Age technology, dude. ZZZ. And now we go to the right path, because experts stay right.
Yep.
According to Blue Toad. And this is also faster. So. Watch out for the bombs.
I'm having a ball right now.
Okay. You're having a bowl?
A ball.
This is crazy. I do like that the music speeds. Oh! Oh my god. I do like the music speeds up as you go faster in a level like this.
That was insane.
PP overheat. You should not lift.
Yeah.
Hold back. Ah! Okay.
No! Yeah, I'm just kidding.
Dude, I feel great about this angle.
I feel great about this angle.
That's it for Rolling Coaster. Next one, we're going back to Super Mario Sunshine.
Ancient game.
Wow, that's crazy. That game's only like 22 years old, man. That's older than you. That's older than you.
It is.
Sunshine is Unk status, according to you.
It is.
That's crazy. Yeah, and now we go to Rico 4, the Secret of Rico Tower from Mario Sunshine. In Twisty Trials Galaxy, they butchered this level. I'll say it. This level's so much worse in Galaxy 2 because the slope physics in this game are a yes.
They're bad.
We do get the cloud, which is neat. And in the Comet, where everything moves at double time, we get Yoshi, which is cool. But yeah, in Sunshine, it's undefeated. I love this secret. There's the first green star, and the second one has insane pop-in. There you go.
Yep.
Yeah, the gimmick of this, just get the cloud flower and just long jump to the green stars. Very straightforward. Good music, though. Banging music. That's crazy. Huh? I think it'll be fine. As long as you don't as long as you don't use any of these.
No, we can still make it if we use. We can make it with one.
Oh. Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
That was funny. You just walked right into it.
Poof. Yeah, can we get a pee-pee poof?
Oh, I wonder if they have that. All right. And now the next green star is just like an earlier version of that. You just... Oops!
Had to connect my nunchuck. It was getting a nunchuck error, unfortunately.
Yeah, nunchucks, well, in Hex's case, he needs to just get a new one, because this thing's like 40 years old, but, yeah, nunchucks are known to just short-circuit at times and just not work. There's the green star. Older than him, I can't.
And...
Yeah, you got the Unk nunchuck. You got the nunch-unk.
That was horrible.
I'm so
the
funny,
nunchunk, bro. Okay.
And now we're going to Beach Bowl Galaxy, star number 3,
My
aka
favorite.
Stone Cyclone. Dude, it's funny I say chunk because there's a penguin in Beach Bowl who's like, so chunks, huh? And he's just talking about Starbits. That's like my favorite penguin in all of Mario.
That's not Coach, is it?
No, he's just a normal-ass penguin.
My favorite is Coach.
Coach is the GOAT. His canon name is Coach. Yeah, Stone Cyclone, pretty much, Riveted is like probably one of the hardest levels. Like, some people consider it the hardest.
Yeah, I consider it the hardest.
Because of like the silver stars are very difficult to get. Because everything's moving at like quad speed compared to what it was in Galaxy 1. I don't know what they were cooking when they made this. They just like made these guys crack. But yeah, the green stars are pretty simple. It's not nearly as crazy as normal stars. See?
Let's try this. I'll wait for him to go by one more time.
Nice. Yeah, it is faster to get that one first. So make sure you select star 1 and don't have any sensor bar funny business.
Do my best.
Dude,
we
flat.
are almost done.
We are almost done.
Crazy.
All right, sensor bar. You gonna be nice?
Yay!
You like hesitated there. Yeah, this one is off. Like I think intentionally they want you to like go to like the very end of the level where the normal star is and then long jump off, but there's a very conveniently placed corner where you can just get it from. Oh, you would have made that.
Probably, but
Wuss. You wuss.
better safe than sorry.
That guy almost rolled you.
Draco reference.
Very nice. And now we get to go to boss splits, which is pretty lazy, but it's really cool. I like the concept of it. I really like the concept.
It's alright.
It's alright.
I mean, it's all.
Yeah, I really liked boss splits when I was younger. Just the fact that like revisited and fought all these old bosses is really cool. I do wish that the Comet made you fight different bosses. Like maybe you could have fought Baron Burr and like Top Maniac. He's pretty cool.
But they're so easy.
Yeah, I guess, but these are all really easy besides Bouldergeist and Fiery
Yeah,
Dino.
fair enough.
Could have fought like Bowser. That would have been funny. But yeah, so the idea of boss splits is a boss rush featuring 5 big bosses from Mario Galaxy 1, being Dino Piranha, King
Yo,
Caliente.
I know that guy.
Okay, King Caliente, Major Burrows, Bouldergeist, who's the most infamous of them, and then Fiery Dino Piranha. We do not fight Bouldergeist or Fiery Dino. We get to see Bouldergeist, but we don't fight him because his green star is like right behind him. But yeah, the Comet for this is a very annoying star in the speedrun because it's literally the exact same thing, the exact same star, just with a time limit, and you still can't skip these boss cutscenes. So it makes it like a 6-minute long star.
It also is possible to soft lock.
Yep.
Which has happened to me before in the 602.
Yeah, that was something else.
It's crazy.
Yeah, shoutouts to Dino Hack Piranha. Yeah, King Caliente, the gimmick here is just he's basically just playing tennis with you. You hit his nuts back at his face.
Okay.
And he gets really mad that you did that, so he's gonna fire even more nuts at you. But you're better. Hex read the inner game of tennis.
Yep.
Now we get Major Burrows. Dude, you did Gusty Garden 2 skip.
I know.
And Major Burrows is pretty straightforward. You ground pound him, you get him out of the ground, and you long jump right towards his face with BM. He's actually hiding his own green star. It's like right above your head. I do wonder what the lore reason is for these guys being here. It's gotta be like an alternate timeline or something. Because he's not chasing a bunny here, so what reason does he have to be like mad?
He wants his revenge.
Okay. That would have been really funny if you missed.
Did not happen.
And now we got Bouldergeist coming up, who is like, if we did actually fight him, he'd be like the only RNG in this entire run. He can really screw up your 120 runs at the very end. But yeah. Bye, Bouldergeist.
Watch.
Yeah, we get to see the Boo.
Freaky Boo.
The freaky.
Bro, he's freaky.
Yeah, I've seen so many clips of people who try to home and ground pound that green star, and they get sniped by Bouldergeist. It's so funny every time. All right, and now we get to do the exact same thing, except we only fight the first 2 bosses. Dude, we are almost done.
We are almost done. I am again. I'm very happy that I was able to do this run. I hope people enjoyed. Hope people got some joy out of this run.
You'll probably have enough time for perfect run.
Yeah, I'm going to do perfect run.
Because flip out's gonna be like 3 minutes.
Unless that's not allowed, in which case I won't. But I imagine there'll be no.
Considering your estimate is 325, you got time. Unless you choke immensely and like die on perfect run 15 times. For some reason, I thought that was gonna soft lock.
It would have been really. It would have been a comedy show.
Yeah, there are more soft locks in the Galaxy games than you might think. Like Toy Time Comet in Galaxy 1 has one. Dino Piranha and Fiery Dino can do it. What am I thinking of? Boulder Bowl Letter, where you guide a Goomba to like a post. He can soft lock the game. That happened to me in a multi Mario run. Yeah, it's weird how many times you can soft lock here. Soft locks are not nearly as bad in Galaxy 2 because of the autosave. It's better to not save in G1 because it's just faster. So a soft lock there would kill your run.
You can also soft lock, and this is probably the weirdest way I've ever soft locked. You can soft lock if you activate the 2P cursor in the chimp minigame when it's doing the countdown.
Oh, that was funny.
Was
Slope
funny.
jump into the green star.
Yep. And then now we are on the last level.
Yep.
The last level of the run. Flip Out Galaxy.
Yeah, so this is a pretty tough one to end things off on.
Yeah.
It's a really hard one. The first green star, we actually do these in order. We do green star 1, then 2, because they are in different stars. Green star 2 here is the only star to be in a comet in the entire run, which is really weird. Like, I know a lot of people, like, when they were first doing their greens runs, they thought, oh, I'll just do the backwards order. So they pick green star 1, and they go all the way to the end, and the star isn't there because they didn't realize it was in the comments.
Yeah.
Yeah, the first green star is literally right at the beginning, and the second one we have to play through the whole level. Yeah, this one's pretty straightforward. The homing ground pound here is very generous because, like, I've seen like Talon 2461. I mentioned him earlier. He did a homing ground pound. He was not supposed to get that star, and it literally like his angle just went from like straight down to like diagonal, and it shot him right into the star, and I could not believe it.
Nice.
Physics, man.
All right, and then now we have the last green star. So time is going to end upon collection of the green star. So we don't need to wait till the end. As soon as I touch the green star, I'm going to say time. That's when time's going to stop. And then I'm going to do the perfect run after, just because we have time.
Yeah, I mean, we did get a decent amount of donations for it, so appreciate everybody who contributed to that. Yeah, it's always cool to show off perfect run.
Yeah.
It's probably my favorite star in this game, like, by far. Like, it's just such a good, just because of the context of it, it's my favorite way to end, like, any run. Especially even in a 602. Perfect run in a 602 is so hype. Then you finish it and you crash out because the adrenaline runs out.
Wow, wow, wow.
I like how these bunnies are here at the very end of the game to teach you how to spin. Alright. So since this is in the comet, we actually got these cosmic clones chasing us throughout the level. These are basically the reincarnation of Cosmic Luigi from Galaxy 1, only instead of racing these guys, they copy everything you do. So no matter like how fast or what strats you do, they will copy your every move. Which is very tedious for a star like Chopworks Comet, where you have to like stall them out during an auto-scroller. But as long as you like purposely slow down, they're not too bad. And for this one, you just gotta keep moving, otherwise they will catch up. Avoiding that choppa. Oops! Wall jump up here real quick. Getting close to the end. I died to this part of the level twice at the end of a 602, and I lost like a minute. It was very sad because my depth perception just got the best of me. Yeah, basically just wall jump up here, and the star will be off to our right at the very end, and time will happen very soon. Unless he dies.
Okay, hang on. No, we're okay.
Just push against the wall. Don't be on the same plane as them.
Oh,
That's crazy.
that's rough. That's fine.
This level sucks.
Yeah.
If you mess up or I get a spin bonk there, you are cooked. Like, it's so hard to avoid them. Unless you like push up against that back wall, it's really hard to avoid them on the way back up. There you go. Alright. Should be soon.
And time. Oh my god, 3:16:59.
That's pretty good.
That's not bad.
That was an old PB of mine.
Yeah. And not bad. I mean, I have a 3:13, a low 3:13, so, I mean, 3 minutes off is not bad. I went for a lot of strats I don't normally go for. So I'll take that. That's pretty good. Yeah, we're going to do the perfect run.
It is time.
And then I will be done.
Yeah, so the reward for getting every green star is unlocking Grandmaster Galaxy. Very challenging stage, except you do get 3 health and checkpoints. There is a common medal there, though. And when you get it, and as long as you have... What?
I went to the Wii menu.
No way. No, you
Oh,
didn't.
never
You
mind.
can
Okay,
reset.
no, we're fine.
Yeah, the right option is reset. So yeah, you get the common medal in Grandmaster, and you have... Yo, it's Theo!
Yeah, it's me.
All
right.
Yeah, you get the common medal there, and as long as you have 9999 star bits in Bank Toad when you do that, the perfect run will open up. And it's such a weird requirement. I don't know why that's a thing. I think if you have a 242 save file, you automatically unlock it no matter what. But for a first playthrough, you would have to have a full bank toad for some reason. Yeah, this is generally considered one of the hardest levels in Mario history.
Yeah.
It's it's up there with like Champions Road from 3D World. Kind of Darker Side from Odyssey, but Darker Side doesn't have anything on Perfect Run. You should probably watch the cutscenes for, just
dramatic effect. Yeah, I get it.
Also the cycles.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is basically a test of like everything you've done up to this point. It's a lot of good stuff, and you have to do it all without getting hit. And he sucks.
No, bro, what am I doing? Okay.
So
Sorry.
that death was to reset the cycles of the choppas, and in this first part. There is an infinite flutter you can do here to basically make these cycles obsolete. But you basically just go under all these things. Hex is not opting to do that. But you did do one infinite flutter. And there is a really big strat in this level called remount. And basically what it is, it's not run viable. It never will be.
So stop asking.
Yeah. You basically go up to the top right corner of this planet, and you do an infinite flutter with Yoshi. And then you dismount him, and then you ground pound into like the white void of death. And you land back on Yoshi. And in the moment of you getting back on him, you do a mid-air jump, and you flutter again all the way to the end of like the cloud section. And you land right in the launch star, and you finish the level with Yoshi. It's one of the craziest things in this game, and I don't think it's ever gonna be done in like a run, like a world record run at least. People have done it in runs. It's just like after many attempts. Also, there was Alexander, the blue toad. This section's pretty straightforward. Just lots of cloud cancels. There was a time where I didn't do cloud cancels here because I was scared of getting a ground pound.
That's valid, honestly.
But I'm past that now.
Yo, 3 clouds. Let's go.
Nice. That's very good.
So,
ideally, you don't want to have any clouds in the final section.
So this is a little thing out there for the casuals. If you're ever struggling with this section of the perfect run, you can actually do something really silly. So I'm going to use these clouds.
No way he's actually doing this. That's crazy.
And if you backflip, look at this. They will not shoot lasers at you.
Yeah.
You are free to backflip all throughout the level.
Yeah, so the way this works is, I guess if you have a certain amount of height, I guess they just don't think their lasers don't detect you, so they just reset their cycle over and over every time you backflip. So you can just get rid of them completely. That section I see a lot of people struggle on compared to like other parts of Perfect Run. This one used a lot of pulsar momentum, which is really cool. You can just like fly over this whole section. And yeah, we are getting very close. This is about where things get really serious because like if you die in the final section, like that's like 3 minutes lost. And if you're really close to a PB, that's like your run is dead. But all right, here we go.
All right, last section.
So this, a lot of people really get distracted by the Hammer Bros here. Your main goal is to get to the end and kill the Boomerang Bros. You don't have to prioritize any of them except the last one. I always tell people to kill the final Hammer Bro because he's the only one that can kill you once you get to the Boomerang Bros because all the other ones are out of your reach. Now, a lot of people refuse to do it, and yet they end up dying. X is going to take care of him. Is he going to crouch? He's going to crouch. I thought he was going to jump on you. Dude, that's the op. Get him! Dude! Just kill him! I'm freaking... Okay.
Oh my god.
Get in. And
that
is it.
Oh my god. Okay.
And we get to see Rosalina. There's a one up behind the house.
I'm not grabbing it.
That's crazy.
Yay! Oh, okay, that was scary, but it's fine. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. I hope this, this run brought you some joy. This run brought you some entertainment. If you want to see more of these runs, definitely check out my Twitch channel, HexSpeedruns. I do a lot of Sonic and Mario speedruns there, and it's just pretty chill. Thank you, Odme, for commentating. Really appreciate it. You did great. You were awesome. And thank you, everybody who showed up, whether online or in person. You guys are awesome. And stick around for Ryoken's run. He's literally about to be up next playing Pikmin. Really great guy. Like I said, got GDQ spot, so definitely stick around. Run's going to be really cool. Thank you, Milo. Thank you, GSA, for having me on. Thank you, Stump, for doing tech. And, yeah, keep donating to Urban Arts and keep bringing the hype to GSA.
Follow me on Twitter. And Blue Sky. Follow me on Blue Sky, too.